It's weird. I don't know if I should share this. What do you say, La? Are you serious? What the fuck? You dislocated your shit in the shower? No, no, I am gonna share it. Fuck it. Dude, you gotta get better soon, Sayla. Like, what the hell? I had no idea you're typing with a dislocated shoulder. I don't mean to laugh. I'm not a sadist. um, will you be the same person when you become 20k Andy soon? Soon? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. No, I actually slept instead of the monitor, so I'll just set an alarm for today, 10 a.m. Yeah, I'm not a sadist, bro. There's no way. Yeah, morphine's scary. I don't even know how people like that shit. How's Haas doing? Well, I called him. We had a girl on call. We had one of my producers, and then I called Haas in the call, and she's like, "Yeah, it was kind of rude what we did. We just Haas and I started arguing for literally 3 hours straight, and no one else on the call could speak. And then we told everyone on the call to leave, so we could just keep arguing. And yeah, that was insane. And then I went to bed for like fucking 13 hours. It was very weird. Did you record it? No. That was the most TOS fucking conversation. Or TOS unfriendly. But we honestly agree that we trust each other, though. You know, like we're good friends now. We're not friends, but basically he's coming back on the Royale, and I didn't ask him. I said, "Get the fuck away from me, you fucking bitch." What was it about? I don't want to revisit it too much, but basically it was a debate. It was a logical debate, and he agreed I won. He agreed. Ask him. He agreed I won. But it was about where I argued with him against Irrelevant. Yeah, something like that. But he agreed I won, and then I got cocky, so he backtracked. He's like, "Oh, I'm not giving Zherka the W," but I whooped his ass in that debate. Like, ask Tina was there. Ask her. Literally whooped his ass, like the most one-sided whooping, and I knew I'm a good ally, dude. Basically, the debate was about being a good ally, and I explained why I'm the best ally. But it's interesting. The conclusion of this, where we got to, was he really does believe in order and honesty, and yeah. Yeah. I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, it was like Chaos versus Order. He said something about he's Ra's al Ghul and I'm the Joker. I'm like, how do you even know who? I had no idea he knows anything about that shit. Yeah. No, I defend Irrelevant too a bit. And it wasn't really about him though. All I know is Haas is a smart, educated guy, but debating, he doesn't do everything it takes to win, you know? Like, what's the point of debating fair? Haas, I'll go. Brilliant. I think it's a Japanese restaurant I order from, yeah. Would you change if checkmark appeared? No, I've said no, I doubt it. What was I gonna say? Fuck. I was gonna share something that you're not supposed to share about my Canadian COVID experience, but what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about lockdowns going too far, man. Like they're going crazy far to get, it's like they don't take into account people's mental health. Oh right, here's what I was gonna say. This is gonna make me sound really crazy though. Fuck, what was I gonna say? No, I will send it. Yeah, why, if the music's a little too loud for me, I can't think. What's wrong with me? Lockdown, oh, right. Why I don't feel lockdown really is because, and if you've noticed, I spent my whole summer with these black curtains. I haven't seen sunlight in months. I go out during the night when no one's around. I hate being around society. I hate looking people in the eye. I hate everything about it. So it's raining hard here. We have like a thunderstorm, and I went and walked all the way to the river. Well, I went to an area, then I walked, and I walked barefoot in puddles through parking lots and cement and grass, and I did a whole barefoot walk for 2 hours, high as fuck, deliberately, right? And I was telling Tina about it, and I just realized that if someone drove by and saw me, they'd be like, and they'd recognize me, that it's a Twitch streamer. I just realized how weird, how weird I am offline. But like people who know me aren't that surprised, so it doesn't feel weird. But I tell someone Latino or whatever, and then I go, "Wow, that is weird." Like, yeah, kind of gross now that I think about. Oh, I wash my feet after, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is, but being high as fuck, barefoot, right on. I think I was dancing a bit too in my walk, and cops would look at me. The trees were moving. That's how much wind there was and shit. And I don't feel the cold. I hated the summer heat. I just waited for the rain, and this is our first day of big rain. And the way I used to explain to my friends and family is like, I do things offline that are extremely weird just to keep myself away from NPC society. But to you guys, that would just be a homeless guy walking on the street, But I'm telling you, there's no better feeling middle of the night than sinking your feet into wet grass. It's such a good feeling. Yeah, I think, that was the longest I've ever spent, like, in the rain. I had a jacket, obviously, like a coat, but that was really refreshing for me, like, to be away from my computer. But again, when the sun rises, I have to hide into this little dark room. So it's like I'm becoming my old self, avoiding the sun, but it's so weird. It's so weird. I can't explain it. But, yeah, it was weird. When I was high, I had an epiphany. I'm like, it's not just a meme. I live authentic. I don't just bitch about society. I literally do things every day of my life to be away from them, And the only thing that keeps it normal is that I'm relatively successful or whatever the fuck. But if I did this in my broke days, then they would send me to a psych ward. Isn't that interesting? Like, the difference from me going to psych ward and not is that my sub count is higher. Like, that's how weird society is. They're like, oh yeah, you're just refreshing yourself, Zherka. Isn't that so weird? That kind of bothers me. I'm like, yo, this snake ass fucking. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't done that in like a long time. Vitamin D? Yeah, I definitely don't look as healthy as I did when I started, you know. I'm definitely pale and lacking sunlight. Yeah, without training, it would be hard, yeah. Why don't you take a vacation? I am planning to, yeah. Well, not a vacation, but like a work vacation. Actually, that's why I'm going like so hard on the please subscribe train, because it's gonna come soon. Yeah, I'm vaccinated twice. Which now that I think about it, I got Moderna, but is it possible that I could have asked for Johnson and Johnson? You know, I'm starting to rethink it and be like, everyone I know has Johnson. I'm the only one with Moderna. Yeah, business trip. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, but I'm actually gonna be doing some degen shit too. You know, like, and I always remind you guys why I say that every time I'm live is to remind you guys that like I'm gonna be authentic. Like, you know, if I bitch about the degen shit in society, I'm gonna tell you guys when I'm going to do degen shit. Right? That's only fair, because I don't think I'd be able to sleep if I'm doing degen shit, but going live and being like, "Don't do degen shit." You know, I'm inflicted. I'm infected. I don't want you guys to be infected with what's it called? Influencer disease. This isn't me joking. The one you got is apparently the best one, by the way. Really? I know people with Pfizer, but usually Johnson & Johnson, I hear about that on Twitch more. And I didn't really research into any of that. I just said, you know, shoot me up with some shit. I think most of the world is taking Johnson & Johnson, right? So I don't know why I didn't go with that one. Dude, would I have a choice even? They're all the same? Apparently not. Yeah, because someone told me your body's been exposed to so many drugs that Johnson & Johnson would have been a better way for you to go, Zherka. And I'm like, what the fuck's the difference from Johnson & Johnson and Moderna? And he told me I forgot what he said. I never really listen because it's like a boring topic for me. I don't know why. It's so mainstream. It's boring to me. You know. And yo, you know, for years my brother would get mad at me because he watches mainstream debates on YouTube or whatever the fuck he watches, and I'd be like, "Oh, this mainstream shit again. Why don't you watch people with no names?" So I'm like that guy that's like, "Yo, I listen to music that's not popular." You know, like I watch influencers that are not popular yet. I realize, holy shit, that's kind of cringy too. But I don't know, maybe, yeah. Last time I ate Subway was like 2 weeks ago almost, you know. No, I think I ate like twice in the last few days because I've been sleeping. But I feel good. Like after I know I slept a lot. If my face feels like full, like Like, I slept a lot. I just woke up right now. No. Yeah. How long is the interview? Jon Zherka, how do you feel about people who refuse the vaccine? It's their choice. I'm not really like a frantic person about it, really. You know, I could pretend if you guys want, but I just feel like, you know, that's kind of an NA thing, right? When I go live for EU times, I don't see that many emotional people about these topics, you know. NA, they're frantic, right? You know, I'm slowly trying to run from NA viewers. Like, they're getting really cringy for me. And I keep saying it, and I keep giving them the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, it's getting a little much. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Machine, no, man. My alarm clock said 23 hours since I went last went live. I'm so mad at myself, like, because I really thought I'd only sleep like 6-7 hours again. But it's weird. After weeks of no sleep, one day recovers it all, and then we go back on the suffering. Look, man, I don't even want to talk about Trudeau. That's how much I despise him. I never even knew that Stephen Harper wasn't that bad. You know, now Stephen Harper looks like Jesus Christ or some shit. Yeah, he's good looking. Yeah, I'll give Trudeau that. That's it. Good looking people are fucking retarded, by the way. They're not that smart. Okay, you think Einstein was that good looking? Do you intentionally not sleep? Well, yeah, for the stream. You know, I'm not an e-girl. I have to do 17 hours to even get to 4,000 subscribers. It's brutal, man. But then I get to hit my lifestyle goal. So, whatever. Well, not really. I wasted my whole summer. I didn't really have a lifestyle. But years down the road, I'll have my life back if I keep it going like this. Work smarter, not harder. It's hard when you banned for 3 months and are missing a lot of money. Like, it's so weird in life how expenses come out of thin air. How much money you need to be good for a while? Well, I have a huge savings account. You know, I've never been dumb. I've never been like a dumb student that just goes in debt. I have a huge, like, I could easily go into a house right now. My parents are begging me to go into a house because they're like, you're the kind of personality that works from home, so don't be stupid. But I'm not getting a house. And I would much rather increase my value than, you know, enter this mortgage game. Why not? Because I just trust that I'm going to be working hard for the rest of my life. That if I triple my value, the house will come faster than me actually being stressed about a house at, you know, whatever I'm doing right now. Which it only makes sense if you have my vision. Like, you know, my brothers hate, like, they don't even talk to me when I talk like this. They get so probably rationally angry because they, you know, they're like, yeah, they always think something bad's gonna happen to me. They're like, you know, you get weird bans and shit. So, but yeah, this is the only reason my whole family's against me right now. Cause, yeah. Jon Zherka, why are you not putting money into index funds? I don't really believe in business how you guys do, but you guys are effective with that. I only believe in investing in something that I know is infinite, right? Which is my work ethic. So I'm only going to put it back into myself, even when I'm 60 years old. Matter of fact, as a streamer, I don't really need a house. People want to live with me already, you know? People want to live with Clint 1717, you know? Like, I'm never really worrying like that, you know. I have yeah, I have some more selfish stuff I want to take care of first that I know will increase value, you know. And you can't do it when you're older. But not gonna lie, it is scary. It's like, you know, my heart does race when I think about, you know, like I only give advice to you guys about getting into real estate. So it's so hard not to take that great advice from myself. But yeah, I don't really believe in this whole like wait till I'm 60 years old to see my investments, you know. I would much rather play risky. I mean, what's the point of life if I'm an extreme person? What's the point? What's the point of life, you know, if I'm not going to make some risky investments and shit? I like that gamble. Although I don't recommend it. I don't think you guys really have my personality, so I wouldn't recommend it to any of you. Right? But if you were just like me, I'd be like, yeah, go crazy. Favorite vape flavor? Dude, I hate this shit. Don't ever start vaping. This shit's garbage. Like after 7-8 months, I went back to nicotine because I'm like, I needed a cope on stream. Dragon Ball GT, yeah, I seen it once. Trash, by the way. Thanks for the advice. I'm dropping out of uni. Well, you know, aren't you the engineer? Yeah, I don't want to like black pill the engineering students and stuff, but you do realize that when we think of work visas and stuff and foreign labor and stuff and how they can't really negotiate their paychecks because, you know, they're on a work visa. They just, you know, go home if they don't have that job. When you think of all of your competition in mechanical engineering, you're going to need something extra, not just engineering. You're going to need something that makes you stand out too, right? It's not like, yeah, like I'm just saying, get ready for a competitive world. Like there's a lot of engineering students that are hired as like editors on YouTube, editors and shit. Like they do other things. So like, you know, which sucks. It's like telling a hardworking guy work harder, which I don't know what else to tell you guys, but yeah, don't get snaked by your college or uni. In Europe, college is uni, so I can say college, right? Nicotine gum is probably one of the most effective ways to quit smoking. I've seen it, yeah. I've tried it. Most engineers learn software programming now to stand out. Yeah, no, my channel's always going to be about viral. So if you have a degree, I would still rather you put that, what you learned, into a YouTube channel than a job. Always. I'll always say that. You know, and then you guys will make the argument of like job security and shit like that, and I'll be like, I don't give a fuck, okay? Right? I don't give a fuck. If you want salary, go for salary, but I'm telling you, I'd rather you start a YouTube channel with your skills. And yeah, like the whole point is to be your own boss. I think we have to watch the Destiny thing first, right? What would you recommend to a business student? Dude, my whole ideology since day one on the internet has always been for you guys to go viral, right? And not for dumb reasons either, right? So like take your skill and fuse it with the internet. YouTube channel for entertainment or education. Are you retarded? If you guys start a channel for entertainment, you'll get destroyed by people like me. You better have an educational channel, and those ones do really well. You're going to connect an ebook to it, and you're going to make a ton of money. I can't think of one, Clash. I'll look into it for you for sure. I'll write a note. You mean something that's not like pharma, right? Prana, when you say stuff like that, I want to mod you. When you say stuff like that, I want to literally mod you. Can someone link that Jesse Lee Peterson thing? What am I looking for here? It's on YouTube? Who has more clout, Destiny or Melina right now? Which one are we clickbaiting? Wouldn't Destiny be smarter to clickbait because he's been around longer? Santos Bonacci, yeah, I commented on something. He hasn't hit me up. Maybe I'll have to email him. You guys want him on? I don't really know who's the conspiracy crowd, really. Is it the NA guys or is it the EU guys? I always forget who enjoys it more. Like, if I do have him on, what hour what like time slot do you guys want? I know both, but we can't choose both. You know, like if you've noticed, I split segments for different viewers. Yeah, I think NA is way more conspiracy of a crowd. Destiny is 2K Andy, while Melina gets over 4K average. True, but globally, Melina's not known. Destiny's globally known. So it's still kind of a lore thing, right? Jon Zherka, you need new conspiracies. Flat Earth is overused. I don't believe in conspiracies, though, so I don't know. I would just do it for fun, then. I'm not really a conspiracy guy besides Flat Earth. Like, I'd have to do it for fun, though. I never seen Hellboy. That's my older brother would try and get me on that. What do you think of the moon mirroring the flat Earth's entire lines? I saw that conspiracy and that was such a good reach, but it's still a reach. It doesn't really have any science behind it. But I'm not gonna lie, you know, that was mind-boggling. I didn't even see that one until someone in chat linked it. So, and if someone in chat is showing me things, then you know it's fucking gold, right? But I don't know how much I believe in that, you know? Yeah, level is good. I can't find things as good as that. Do you believe in flat Earth? Yeah. I saw the old 9/11 videos in 2012 or 2010. Oh my god, that's a long time ago. Yeah, Jesse Lee Peterson is probably king of bad faith. Like, sometimes he'll just say, like he won't reason. He'll just say nope, don't want to talk about it. Like he'll just say nope over and over again. So this should be hilarious. Scientific method says try to disprove what you believe. No, it doesn't. Scientific method is literally you test it in a lab. So what is the best anti-flat earth documentary you've seen? I've seen all of them and they are all copium. I've never really seen a debunking, you know, unless you count someone talking about the waves, which the waves to me, besides the waves isn't going to trump curvature formula. That's crazy. Anakin's when Anakin's a bad boy, I like him, but most of the time he's kind of a cringe lord. So Vegeta, that's a given, bro. I don't think there's a better archetype for a male than Vegeta, to be honest, or a better role model we should look up to, right? Not like you should be Vegeta, but you should definitely go in his direction. You know, don't go blue pill and DGG. You know, all my life, blue pillars gaslit me into thinking I was wrong. And then I think after banging 9 of their wives, I said, oh, maybe they're in the wrong. Jon Zherka, is it true that the owner of the Twin Towers took an insurance claim 1 week before he got hit? Larry Silverstein, right? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I haven't seen any 9/11 stuff since 2010, so I'm not really the guy for it. Old dad Vegeta or young arrogant Vegeta? No, I think the dad one is more, because the young one reminds me of me. But the dad one is more responsible, and you know he's more heroic too. I don't like when people call him an anti-hero. Well, Vegeta did bomb innocents, right? So that's pretty evil. But then he made up for it, I guess. Which is so interesting how he'd still go to hell. Like it's very consistent. I don't even know what that means, Baku. What do you mean by that? Like, reword that. Like, I know you're saying something, but the way you type is for stupid people. No, if we just break down Vegeta as a character, he does die evil. Or, excuse me, no matter how you slice it, he is evil. Like, there's no doubt about that. If you allow someone to control your mind, but really they're not in control, and you bomb innocent children and stuff like that, like he does a big bang attack on an arena filled with innocent people. I mean, there's no recovering from that. Vegeta is never a good guy. Like nothing he does can actually redeem that. You know what I mean? If you think about it logically, Vegeta's not ever redeemed, which is kind of insane. Like in most animes, he would be redeemed, but Dragon Ball's pretty base to where they're like, yeah, he's evil. So what? What are you gonna cry about it? What's under the flat Earth? I don't know. How would I know? Like, they haven't even dug past 8 miles, right? Dude, flat Earth is not about making up conclusions. It's about asking how far humans have dug or how far they've gone up. Have they gone to the moon? As someone that isn't into this stuff, hold on. Why do people like anti-heroes more than heroes? And they said because they're more relatable. Do you agree with that? Yeah, but sometimes I think society lies to themselves. You know, no one in society actually relates to Vegeta. They just pretend, right? people in society relate more to Destiny's heroic character types. Tits or ass if you had to choose one. Honestly, face, man. I'm very strange. You know, I'm really into actually, it's so interesting. I was talking to Haz about something so good for podcast topics, and he said something that no one has ever, well, my twin said this to me, and it was the most hard-hitting truth, and I pretended like Haz didn't hit me hard, but he just nonchalantly said something that really fucked me up. Like, I had dreams about it, or I kept thinking about it before bed, and because I only heard it from my twin, and you know, Haz doesn't know me that well to actually hit me that hard in the stomach. But he says something so interesting. He said, we're talking about valuing, what do you guys value more, purity or beauty? Let's say in your spouse, right? Let's say if she has a couple bodies she's hooked up with, then, you know, I'm not saying you should see this, but that's how the brain interprets it, that it's like a flower. Like women are born perfect. They're, you know, that's why they can move into someone's house. Like, they're born perfect, right? And the guy has to kind of achieve something, not perfection, but something. So we were talking about it, and I went to the side of beauty, and Haz went to the side of purity. And then we did this analogy of a flower with a bit of dirt on it, but it's a gorgeous flower, versus a flower that's clean and is average. And dude, he was like losing this debate hard, but then he just straight up said it, Zherka, fuck it, I'm gonna just say it to you. And I'm like, uh-oh, like, what is he gonna say? And Haz said, he said, the reason why you value beauty so much to where you're at in life is because it's in your nature. It's in a narcissist's nature for their wife to mirror them. And that's what you value more than purity. And I'm like, whoa, I've only heard that from like my twin brother. And I thought my twin brother was stupid when he said that. Why would... And dude, I was like, no, that's not true. And he got really quiet on the call, and then he went deeper and he said, you see your wife as not a partner but a reflection of you, and Haz sees his wife more as a partner that he's connected with. And that was the first time I was speechless in like an argument, and I was winning debates with him hardcore, but that part was pretty insane because I know something. I always have something to say, but I've never been speechless because, you know, when I heard it, my twin say it, I was like, you're stupid, you're just psychology Andy, blah blah. When I hear it from like Haz, who's like philosopher Andy, yeah. But it's weird. He went really quiet though. He went really quiet when I said, would you want an average looking wife that has no bodies? And he said yes. And then I said, over a beautiful, let's say, whatever the fuck. I just said a random celebrity name. And he said, that's not beauty. And I said, okay, you pick the celebrity and we'll run that hypothetical. And he said, I don't think there's any beautiful celebrities. And I'm like, you know, that sounds cool and base to say, but he doesn't actually believe that, right? There's no way he actually, why would he give me a name of a beautiful celebrity if he didn't believe it? Yeah, I don't really like that argument that beauty fades. Like, he made this argument that, dude, when she's 60, she's going to look bad. I said, no. Let's say Kim Kardashian will look better at 70 than most 70-year-old average women. And he went very quiet there. And he said to me, is like, the reason why you value beauty so much is because you feel they're going to become a clone of you anyway. Like, your influence is just going to make them into a clone. And which I do believe that. Like, if you're the right male, she does become like you. You don't become like her. Like, Destiny is a good example of the right male. He doesn't become anything like Melina. Matter of fact, Melina becomes more like him. That's a really good example right there. But yeah, it's so weird because at the end of that debate, if you think about it, the guy with the beautiful wife will always look at the pure girl, and the guy with the pure girl will always look at the guy with the beautiful wife. So if you think about it, you're always missing out on it, right? But yeah. But also, you have to grow up. It's not like your partner's gonna have 0 partners, you know. Yeah, I guess you have to meet a balance of that. Yeah. You just can't win. Yeah. I never even thought I care that, like, you know, I didn't care about that much of the purity because I was thinking, like, dude, you know, we're in liberal society. Everyone hooks up and they've done their hookups. Like, everyone, you're going to meet someone who's done their dirt and stuff. But, yeah. I wish we podcasted that topic because that could split chat down the middle. Oh, most chat is going to choose purity until they're with a fat, ugly chick. I can say that I used to be a fat ass ugly dude. Okay. Family over purity and beauty. Loyalty over both. Yeah, well, that's exactly what the argument was. Johnson, you're actually a genius. That's exactly the argument was. You get a baddie or an average girl, but they're both extremely loyal. Let's say they're so loyal that they're irrationally loyal, like they delete all social media shit, right? They're extremely loyal, both of them, but one has a few partners and is gorgeous, and the other one's average with 0 partners. And then when you look at that, Haz doesn't seem like a narcissist at all because he goes that way. And me, you know, I can almost lean this way a bit. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just talking shit. Maybe I won't lean that way. I should bring Irrelevant to the Royale. I've invited... I'll invite him right now. My bad. Have I invited him before? Yeah, but loyalty is part of human purity, of the purity trait. That's not fair. Well, what in this hypothetical, you're getting someone loyal as you met them, not loyal in their past. How can they be loyal to you in their past? Right? It's Time, Hans Zimmer, the song. Narcissist equals sadist. Not all the time. Not always. But I do, you know, like, some guy discords me and he goes, the reason why you enjoy watching whether friends or enemies all burn in podcasts, right? Like where everyone's screaming and melting and you're just cackling like a fucking idiot. He said it's because you're a sadist. And... yeah, huh? I'm like, I don't know. I don't have an argument, bro. You know, I always admit when I don't have a debate, bro. If I don't have something, I don't have it. But I don't think I'm that sadist compared to, blue pill people. I think are way more. I can easily explain that. Does that make sense? Yo, I'm gonna bring up someone in chat. I'll give you VIP if on the Royale you remind me that topic. Remind me about that purity topic. That's such a fucking divider of a topic. Like, people are gonna get so triggered, you know. Have you ever tried a donut cheeseburger? Bro, you sound stupid, bro. Why would I ever? That's disgusting. I can't do sweetness. Yeah, I'm not gonna mix that. No, I don't mix. That's weird. Even if it tastes good, I won't mix because it's against my brain power, bro. Just because someone is pure doesn't mean that she has to be fat ugly. Well, they don't have to be fat and ugly, but they will look like that in comparison to a beautiful person. True? Is that true? That's 100% true in comparison. And we compare as humans. What do you mean not true? Like, look, I hate to sound like a Kim Kardashian fan. I'm not. Like, I don't even know who the fuck she is. I didn't even know anything about their family. Like, I don't follow that shit. But let's just use the Kim K example with an average pure girl. You can't deny that you get a very interesting lifestyle with Kim and the pure girl. Right? You get very interesting lifestyles with both. And they're both loyal to you, so they're both great. Right? Like in this hypothetical, she's loyal. Right? So then it would just be how much of her past can you tolerate? That's the only argument. And to be honest, I don't know where you would go in this bar. I don't know where you would go. Because if you go to D-Gen sides, you've got a babe. You got a babe in your house all 24 hours a day. Right? But yeah. And it's weird because, like, for most of my life, I didn't value beauty that much. And now I'm realizing that they're going to be like me anyway. So, like, I hate this idea that, hold on. Most men cannot control a chaotic girl. They can't, she's not going to listen to them or whatever. But if you were like a Zherka type where you've done it many times before, right? Then if you're a Zherka type, you don't really care if she's bitchy or any of that stuff, because that stuff can fade if you're the right guy, you're doing good, you're working hard, all that, right? But for most guys, obviously don't get with a bitchy girl. That's stupid as fuck, right? Right? For 99% of guys. But if you have that charm, then really you're just looking into beauty at that point. Which sounds so superficial, but it's like, hey, it's an interesting topic. And I've never heard that topic on the internet, so that's why remind me to reuse that. Yeah, it actually came down to Haas believing in love and I didn't. That's literally where it came down to. But we ended that early, so we're going to reopen that. I kind of wish that was live because we were arguing and it would have been perfect. Anybody who wants purity over beauty is insecure, in my opinion. Yeah, I get that argument too. Unless if she's at 1,000 bodies, then I'm not on your side. But we're talking about just like 3 to 5, 6 guys, serious guys. Which you sounds like a lot, but in today's society, it's not that crazy. Three to 6 guys is basically pure by modern standards. I agree, dude. That's for modern. That's 3 to 6 is usually means 10 guys, but she only remembers talking about 3 to 6. Let's be honest. All right, that's the way I always see it. Like they choose to forget some memories. Okay, and that's not nihilistic to think like that is not like, oh my god, John. Like that's just how I think, and I think it's accurate. Do you think that if a girl is not submissive in the relationship, that the relationship is doomed to fail? Actually, what's weird is, why should a girl be submissive to betas? Society's filled with betas. Even the tough guys are betas, right? Even Chads are betas. Even dude, I know MMA fighters who are betas. Like, their just energy is like, oh, cheat on me, you know? So if you were a girl, why would you ever trust someone to be like, hey, I've got a game plan for life, if they're, beta? But if it's the right dude, no, it's not doomed to fail. I don't think it's doomed to fail if she's like, being bossy and stuff. I just think that the romance dies. Which, when I say that, you guys go, oh yeah, that's one component. No, that is the component. It's not one component. That is the, right? I've studied this a long time. That is the component. That's not just one component of the relationship. That is the component. So I hate when guys are like, oh yeah, the romances would be bad, but blah, blah, blah. No, that's the meat and potatoes of the argument. Is there a new trailer? We just saw the trailer. Never give her control of finances. Yeah, dude, don't give your mom control of your finances. Don't give your dad. Like, you should know what you're doing by now. Don't never wife, dude. Your mom's closer than your wife. And do you think the more the guy, the average, what? Do you think the more the guys the average girl has/had, the more degenerate society is? No. What do you mean by that? Wait, reword that in a way that makes sense. Because I probably agree. Yeah, keep your money under the mattress. My dad messed up giving control of the finances to my mom, and now we're poor as shit. Is that true? Oh my god. Yeah, my parents split everything down the middle. Like, my dad's, after many years, my dad's like, forget it. But my mom's so based when it comes to finances. Like, she doesn't buy dumb shit. So yeah, I don't know. But my family comes from like a refugee mindset too, so they're always thinking that the world's gonna end and shit, or that, like, tanks are just gonna start rolling into the city and shit. So they always been like very smart with their shit. Well, I mean, they gave money back home, a lot of money. So I don't know how smart that was. You think it's better being single than being beta in a relationship with an average woman? No, I'd rather you be partnered up. Look, dude, no one will ever say this. Men without women are driven into psychosis. Like, you don't even have to look at incel studies. You can look at anywhere in the world. You look at it, and it's maddening, right? Because like, the woman's born like a flower to inspire the guy to be great. Which is weird, because like, you'll see these Miami chicks say a lot of the time, I'm bringing inspiration, and that's not the same thing. I don't even have to explain that. No, if a Miami girl tells you that, that's not the same thing. Of course, what the hell? Wrong one. Of course, giving back home to families that are stuck in a shithole. Yeah, no, you don't get how generous my parents actually were. Like, it wasn't like what you're thinking. It's not an empathy thing. What about gays? Well, they don't have to worry about women, right? They got guys. What crazy shit are you spewing today? I don't even know. I forgot what we're talking about. Pesticides? What the fuck? I'm not reading that. No, any way you look at it, guys are down bad, And people are like, what do you mean by guys? I'm never talking about the rich. Even when one day I will be up there, I will not ever be talking about the rich when I say men. I'll be talking about us. Do you visit your homeland? I have gone like 6-7 times up until 2013, but now I stopped. Now it's all about me. You know, I don't really go anywhere. What? With a viewer, like his own viewer?
I have been to shooting ranges. I have shot guns.
Right. How about like from like yards away? Like what if like, you walked
50
out your
yards.
house and like somebody and you were like someone got sniped somehow accidentally?
It's not very common that people just randomly get fucking sniped,
like
dude.
That. I wouldn't do you like that, bro. I would just beat your ass. It's like hella easy, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so the point is right now, excuse me, my throat, I just smoked a blunt. The point is right now is that
all right, dude.
you don't want to
maybe
fucking
I would
see me
just
about
a
shit.
suggestion. Maybe not smoke
You're
a bunch
pussy.
of weed because
You're
when you
bitch.
come in with
You
your
don't wanna
white
see me about
virtual
nothing.
signaling, it kind of comes off a bit like all you're trying to do is shit on black
That's
people.
why you constantly ignore the topic.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you don't
dude.
care.
I've been asking this entire time for a topic, and all you've been saying is that you want to fight me and whether or not I've held a gun. But I'm the one running away from the topic. That's funny, though.
Your people in your chat and you were talking about, oh, what do you mean? The first thing you said when I came on here, well, how is that even possible? Black churches are not getting. And I said, Google that shit. Dumbass
That's cool that your imagination is going wild. Maybe you've been hitting that marijuana a little bit hard. You're starting to get a bit delusional.
Exactly what I'm here for.
I recommend dialing that back a little bit. The dosages are getting to like conservative ivermectin levels. Maybe you need to dial it down.
You don't know about
I don't know. Maybe you should like work a little bit with a little bit less there. But yeah.
And not knowing the issue, I'll beat your ass too. Isn't that fucking hilarious? Damn. Some random ass dude in your chat.
Are we going to talk about what you said or no?
I just did, you fucking moron.
Someone get me up to date.
Are you going to let me respond to the shit about the black churches? Are you going to let me respond now? Are you going to hold on? Shut the fuck up for 1 minute. I understand you're very used to running your mouth all day. Or are you going to actually? Are you going to let me speak or no?
Are you going to tell me that they're not being torn down?
Are you? No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. No, they are absolutely being torn down.
What does it do?
So that's the point, you fucking dumb fuck. That was the whole point.
That's not the whole point. Okay, find me one person who's saying, okay, hold up, shut the fuck up. Okay, I get it. You got to prove that you're an alpha male dude that gun totes and shit like that, because that's the only thing that gets your dick hard. So what I'm going to talk about is name me one person inside of my chat room or me that has said that black churches don't get fucked up. Go ahead.
What the fuck do you expect?
Hold on. I want to hear. Are you actually listening to anything that I'm saying?
They're all Black Panthers.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure you gun tote all the time, and your entire family's full of Black Panthers. Okay, so I want to hear one simple thing. Repeat what I said a minute ago.
That historical black churches are not being torn down.
Nobody said otherwise.
Because that's the whole point.
Nobody said otherwise.
You fucking clown.
Nobody said otherwise. Okay, so
that's the whole point.
I want to hear.
Prove to me that historical black churches.
What was the last thing I said? Are you even listening to me? What was the last thing that I said?
I'm still waiting for it, nigga.
What was the last thing that I said?
That's the whole point.
What was the last thing? Dude, you're fucking peeking your fucking iPhone 4, dude. Okay? It's on its last fucking legs. You're peeking, okay?
I'm still waiting.
So you maybe take a fucking second.
So this is what you do,
Get
right?
it away from your mouth, or you're peeking pretty hard. So what I'm going to ask you to do, what was the last thing that I said, man?
What you think my phone is that I'm using?
What was the last thing I said, man? Come on, run it back. I know it's hard to remember. The weed is clouding your brain pretty hard. What was the last thing I said, man?
That's bad. That's bad,
yeah, I think this went just about as well as everyone. I think this went just about as well as everybody expected it to.
We know this.
You left?
Holy shit, dude! Oh my god.
Shield 100 tore them all down and make houses out of them.
Sheesh. How's this guy about to say? He's like, his whole family's in the fucking Black Panthers, and he comes up with a name like Balthazar.
The guy was 100 white in spirit.
Dude, his name is fucking Balthazar, and he's talking about how he's fucking rolling deep in the hood gun-toting. Dude, your name is Balthazar. You're like a level 7 wizard, dude. Come on, man. Like, dude, you got like the fucking, you're multi-classing like a fucking wizard and sorcerer crossover, brother. Like, what the fuck? Gandalf the Grey coming through my fucking chat room.
That's wrong. Is there another example you can give
let's
me
stop
besides
virtual signaling, guys? It's getting a bit white in this chat room.
killing human beings, killing one another? Is there another example of right
a lot of
and wrong?
Cubian energy that just
Not
happened.
that I can come up with at the moment. I need more.
So that's the only thing you can think of.
I mean, like basic laws, right?
Yeah, I
steal
guess.
from people, rape people,
Yeah,
like
something
hit
like
people, crash cars, drink.
Like not hurt other people or try to like make someone else's life worse to like gain something from them, I guess.
Amazing.
That was
And
Jon
where
Zherka.
does right and wrong come from?
Spoken like someone who never held a gun case.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not very many people that just go, yep, you never held a gun, dude. You never held a gun, dude. It's like, okay, I get it. I'm a little skeptical as to whether or not you held a gun if you sound like the whitest dude on the block on fucking Twitter. Yeah, I've gun-toted it a million times before. I grew up with a bunch of black people. It's like, okay, Balthazar. Okay, Balthazar.
From figuring out like what would be the best for everyone around us.
Oh, God.
That's how I see it.
Repeat that.
Like I want, like if I'm gonna live in a society where there's plenty of people, I want there to be laws so I feel safe, so other people feel safe. So
Did he get banned? Oh yeah, I obviously banned that guy. He made several threats too. I just, like, that shit. I probably shouldn't have had him in the chat as long as I did, but
That's why.
like TOS wise, I couldn't keep him around, even if I wanted to.
Oh,
Amazing. Do you believe that women have love?
Yes.
You
At
do
me
believe?
for a second? Wait, what? Yo, what's up?
What did I miss? What was that? I came for the last 10 seconds.
Some dude came through, was calling everybody in my chat white for like saying the most benign shit.
Does he know you're not white?
He literally kept saying that I was white, which is weird. But yeah.
Wait, what are you again?
I am half black, a quarter Mexican, and a quarter Native American. I don't have a single like drop.
Okay. What was the argument though?
The argument was that like he was upset that like black churches were being burnt down, which nobody in my chat denied has happened before, and he says that everybody in my chat thinks that it has never happened before, and that we're all racist. And then he said we're virtual signaling, whatever the fuck virtual signaling is. Yeah, it's pretty weird. And then he asked when was the last time I shot a gun, and that I need to drop my Addy. I'm like, dude, like, what is this, man?
How are you getting these people? I never get them.
Dude, I don't know. It's just wild. I don't know, man. It's just wild.
Fuck, man. And then did you kick him?
Yeah, I kicked him. Yeah, fuck that shit. I can't. I couldn't have him on if I wanted to. I think I even talked to him a little bit longer than I should have, because you're not allowed to say half the shit that he said. So.
Oh shit! What do you have to delete the VOD?
No, I don't think I have to delete the VOD or anything like that, because it was shit pointed at me.
He tried to fight you?
Yeah, and he was like, dude, I'm gonna come through, we're gonna fight, like, drop your address, like, and shit like that. Talking about guns and shit. It's really shit, dude.
Wow. He sounds really tough.
Yeah, it was my hardest debate to ever win, dude. It was pretty tough, man. I had to run him through the gauntlet of debate tactics, really. I called him white. That's a classic. Really upsets a lot of people. And yeah, I mean, with a name like Balthazar, I mean, it just kind of fits.
Does he go around trying to fight streamers, or you don't know him?
I have no idea. I have no, like, maybe somebody else could like check or something. I have no idea. He just randomly came in. We're talking about Jesse Lee Peterson. Everybody in here believes that Jesse Lee Peterson is like pretty fucking racist. Yeah. So I don't know why this guy's over here saying that like we're all a bunch of like white racists.
No, Jesse Lee Peterson has admit he's racist. Like many times.
No, yeah, it's like
he said the first time I clicked on him, he said, "Do you know the alt-right? I'm way further right than them."
It's like, yeah, I don't know, man. That's fucking crazy. Wow. What you been up to though, John?
I just got up now, and you have everyone arguing with you. Like, I'm trying to find these people.
Yeah, dude. Everybody wants to pick a fight, dude. It just seems to happen. It's my Discord or ban policy. Like, dude, It's just so fucking perfect, man. It's such a good fucking policy. So many people have adopted it. So many people.
Wait a minute. You mean I do this thing? It's like if you critique me, get in Discord or I'm banning you. Is it like that?
Yeah, it's the exact same thing.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. It really, not only that, but it also really helps for like people that are just like heated, and when it's just a miscommunication, you know, somebody just gets mad because you said some shit that they got upset about. You get them in Discord and something.
Do you ever worry though that someone actually comes up to you in public though? Do you ever think of that shit?
Honestly, not really, because one, I never leave my fucking house because I'm a neat, and two, if they like step in my property, I mean, it's my property and this is America, so.
No, I've noticed something about the internet. Everyone who wants to fight, they're nowhere to be found in TwitchCon and shit. Like they don't exist.
Yeah, people really do turn into pussies IRL. It happens. Everybody's an internet tough guy until, you know, the internet is no longer the medium you're using.
I don't get why he's angry if you agreed about the black churches on fire.
Yeah, I don't know. He literally just kept saying, you deny this. I'm like, no, I don't. Like, and then he's like, you deny this. It's like, it's my community. Like, I'm sure it is, dude. I don't know. At some point, you just got to be like, this dude's unhinged.
Someone said, bro, irrelevant is only assuming only white people can have nerdy sides. What?
No, I was talking about the Balthazar meme, and I was shitting on him for saying like he's gun toting, and his fucking Twitch name is Balthazar. Okay, I think that shit's pretty fair. The dude sounds like he's multi-classing a fucking wizard sorcerer crossover, and he's fucking goddamn in Twitch saying that he's gun toting and drop my address, dude. I think it's fine to make a comment that his name is Balthazar. Okay, so chill. By the way, whoever the fuck said that, you're cringe as fuck. I'm a black nerd. And I said that shit multiple times before. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay. I'll leave you to it. Sure.
Yeah, man. Much love, John. Much love.
Peace.
Yeah, see you.
Damn. Have we ever had a heated guy in VC? It hasn't been for a while, right? That's the same dude that thought calling me a virgin was an insult was cool. It's like he's saying stupid things to upset people. Oh, you personally? All right, let's get through this Destiny Lee thing. Destiny Lee, I mean, oh my God. It's one of those days where everyone thinks I'm stupid because I'm, yeah, maybe I should caffeinate for this, you know? Mods, hit me with a title with the red dots and thing.
His first name is Steven?
Yes.
Oh, his last name?
No, his first name is Destiny. Or his first name is Steven.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
To my understanding.
He doesn't look like a Steven. He looks like a Destiny.
Yeah. All right.
Have you met a lot of Destinies in real life, Jesse? I feel like I don't look like one, but
Destiny Child.
Yeah? Do I look like any of the members of Destiny's Child? Okay.
Anyway.
Trip to the eye doctor, Jesse, okay?
All right, we're good, Bill.
No, you don't look like them at all. Welcome to the Father State. I am Destiny Peterson. The Father State is on Patreon. So click the Patreon link in the description to support our work. And in advance, Mamma Mia, gracias. My friend is back. I haven't seen him in a while. I have with me Destiny, Twitch streamer, gamer, and YouTube personality. And for the first time, I'm meeting his, I don't know if it's his girlfriend, fiance, or wife. I'll find out. With us today is Melina Gorison. I'm gonna let her say the last name. I'm sure I'm screwing that up. She is a Twitch streamer and Swedish immigrant model. I mean, what is it?
Yeah, that's close enough.
Yeah.
I don't have Instagram. Oh, Instagram.
This is what I mean by the messy look really suits him. You know, people hate this, but I think it suits Steven to have this messy look. Although I kind of like the parted in the middle thing that he had. That was a cool haircut too. But yeah.
Let me do that over. She's a Twitch streamer as sweet as Instagram.
If you don't think
Wait
it
a
might
minute, what the fuck did I do?
Destiny's Child.
With us today is Melina Gorison. I'm gonna let her say the last name. I'm sure I'm screwing that up.
It's
She
Guernsey.
is
Actually, you know, we don't give Steven enough credit. He does have charm and he brings aesthetics. Definitely over here. He brings aesthetics.
She is a Twitch streamer and sweetest immigrant model. I mean, what is it?
Yeah, that's close enough.
Yeah.
I don't have Instagram. Oh, Instagram. Let me do that over. She is a Twitch streamer as sweet as Instagram model. Thank you both for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, it's good to see you again, Destiny. It's been a while.
Thanks. It's good to see you too.
So-
Destiny Peterson. I think that's how you introduce yourself. I'm glad to get to meet you again.
That's right. So you both are in Sweden right now. Why are you there?
Oh, because I live here and he's visiting.
Oh, I see. Amazing. And so I was watching some of your videos last night, Melina, because I heard about you. I knew Destiny had a girl. Are you guys married now or engaged or?
We're engaged. Hopefully married in the next couple months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? And so, Melina, why did you say yes to Destiny when he asked, would you marry him?
Because I love him.
And what do you love about him?
Everything.
Did you know he's a liberal?
Yeah, but that's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's amazing.
Really? So would
Yeah.
you classify him as a beta male or an alpha male?
He's a Sigma male.
A sig male?
Sigma.
Sigma male, Jesse. You don't know what Sigma males are?
No,
Oh, you're behind on the times.
I am. What is it?
Sigma males are men that go their own way, Jesse. They don't play the alpha beta games, okay? They live their own lives.
Oh, that's amazing. And
Amazing.
so, Destiny, why did you ask Melina to marry you?
Because I love her too.
And what do you love about her?
I love how adventurous she is. She travels a lot. I like that she goes outside a lot, so it gets me outside a lot. We go like swimming and diving and hiking. She's fun to be around.
And I got him to go to the gym.
Oh yeah, she gets me to go to the gym. Yeah, she improves my life.
Oh, nice. And so, when are you getting married?
Not one.
They're so cute together, you know. But John, you always talk shit about them. Yeah. Sometimes I do. I'm not gonna lie, but they're so cute together.
100% sure. All the visa stuff is complicated now because of the coronavirus, so it's hard to figure out when things are going to happen.
So, Melina, when you marry him, are you going to move to America?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, good. And will you obey him?
What does that mean?
Obey?
Yeah.
Like, take my orders.
Wait, for what?
I don't know. For what, Jesse? What do you mean by that, Jesse?
Because the man is the head of the wife,
Duh.
and it's the wife's responsibility to obey her husband.
Yes, this look at Destiny's eyes. Wait, you're not seeing his face. Look at this. Look at this. This is brilliant. Look at his face. He's realizing my whole life is a facade.
You're gonna obey me?
I think it's the opposite.
No.
What's the
Yeah,
option?
she's gonna be very obedient, Jesse. 100%.
Is that true,
What do you want me to
Melina?
do? What do you want me to do?
We'll take orders from the head of the household.
Oh shit.
Yep.
I wasn't prepared.
What?
I wasn't prepared for that.
And when you get married, are you going to stay home and watch over his children and raise his children for him?
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Maybe if we have kids in the future, maybe. But I mean, she streams, so she can work and stream at the same time, or stream and take care of the kids at the same time.
I thought I could work and take care of the kids at the same time and make more money.
Yep.
Amazing. Well, I wish you guys well. Congratulations on getting married.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jesse.
Yeah, I do wish you well with that. Melina, you're a very interesting person, so I need to talk to you first. I already know about Destiny.
Okay.
Well, something I learned some new things about Destiny.
Let's go. Yeah. Sounds great.
So, what's important to you, Melina?
In life?
Yeah, period.
Like having fun.
Having fun?
Yeah.
How old are you?
23.
23. And so when you say having fun, what do you mean?
Like travel, experiencing things, like doing psychedelic drugs is fun for me. Like painting, streaming, meeting people is fun. Yeah.
Did you say doing drugs?
Yeah, it's fun.
And what type of drugs do you do?
Like mushrooms.
And do you need to be doing drugs to cope with a husband like Destiny? I could do this so much better than Jesse, dude. If I was evil, I just got an interview with these two and just went full fucking. Oh, dude, I feel so bad. My NA viewers were begging for this for weeks. They're like, make sure you don't miss it. And I'm doing it in the middle of the night with you guys. I feel so bad that I'm doing this at fucking 6 a.m. I feel so bad. Like, you know how streamers have like a certain time slot? Dude, I'm all over the place. I feel so bad because the NA guys like, please react to it with us. Oh, man.
Do you really?
Yeah.
And why? No. Why do you do them?
Because it's fun. You're missing out.
Sorry?
You should. You should do them. You should do it and you will see it's fun.
But I don't need to. I have peace.
But I mean, sure. But don't you want a little bit more peace by having some psychedelic mushrooms? Like, imagine, like, maybe your life is fun, but maybe sometimes you go on roller coasters to make it even more fun sometimes.
That's amazing. And do you smoke pot as well?
No.
You don't smoke pot, just mushrooms?
No, I don't think it's fun.
Really?
Yeah.
How often do you do mushrooms?
Like once a year.
Really? And so how did you and Destiny meet?
We met in New Zealand. So I reached out to him on social media, and then we met in New Zealand, like 2 years ago. 3? Yeah. Almost 3 years ago, yeah.
Amazing. I watched one of your videos last night because just to get a little idea of what you do. Oh. Mm-hmm. And you are on your Instagram or your Twitch streamer thing, you give out advice to other women and men how to have sex, right?
Okay.
Isn't that true? I want to be sure I'm clear on that.
Sometimes they ask, yes, and then I respond.
And so you said something in the video I thought you were joking about.
Oh,
you said that you slept with 50 men and women?
Yeah, probably.
At 23 years old?
Yeah. Fun. Doesn't that sound a lot of fun?
And how did you manage to do that?
I met people and had sex with them.
Oh, she's doing so good. Jesse's now pissed. Oh, Pastor Jesse. Oh my God.
So,
chat, is 50 a lot? 50 for a 23-year-old girl? Okay, at least you guys are honest. I like that. At least you guys are honest. You know, so many chats lie, but you guys are pretty based. EU crowd is pretty. Holy shit, EU crowd. I gotta start streaming late night. EU crowd is based as fuck. What do you think? I think it's a lot, yeah. I mean, if I was a girl and I found out 90% of the prison population is filled with men, or 99% or whatever, I don't think I would trust 50 of them. That sounds really stupid. That sounds really fucking stupid. Right? No, if I'm a guy, that's different. Cause girls are like flowers. They're not gonna like. Yeah, they're born pretty pure compared to men. No, that's a dumb take. Join Discord or get banned. Apex Goblino, we're waiting for you. Let's go, Blue Pill. My mom is sleeping, he says. Well, I must have gave her that good dick if she's sleeping still. Yeah, don't call me dumb, bro. I will be so mean. Don't do that. No, Soul, that's not how hookups work. 50 guys is having sex with one every month from now since she was 18. No, it comes in waves. It comes in some weekend waves, right? Like, look at me. I'll do 2 months no hookup and then enter my degen modes. But what has hooking up ever done for me? Like, besides burn a hole in my wallet, what, you know... Matter of fact, I kind of could have got the experience of dating them without hooking up, and then I would have used that experience to get my crush, right? But I guess I kind of regret it. Short-term gratification. I'm always amazed at how uptight Americans are. Jesse's not the average American, dude. Relax. He's pretty French. Yeah, Jin, remind me on the Royale in a few days. It's weird because I know girls with way more than Melina, so I can't shit on Melina. I just think if there's like a girl in my chat that's like 18, don't do it. Do not do it. Don't do 50. Slow it down. Get away from the blue pill energy. The Kardashians lied to you, etc., etc. So you agree with Jesse more than Destiny? No, Jesse's crazy. But no, Destiny's very reasonable when he doesn't talk about dating, actually. But Jesse's about to say some abstinence take, which is kind of crazy in today's society, right? So, but for this, I wouldn't tell him. Would you tell your daughter she could have 50 guys by the age of 23? Like, she's my friend. She's not sensitive, so I can say I disagree, right? So if not for your daughter, why don't you guys see Melina as your daughter? She provides you content and all that. Like, why do you guys hate her? To the guys who disagree, I mean. You know what I mean? Someone said, I will disown her. I never understood that, you know. If my child was a psychopath, I would not disown them. So I don't get how people disown their child for like hookups and stuff. Those are shit parents. Okay. I think it's like, once you have a kid, you're not allowed to disown them. What the fuck? You know, only garbage parents disown people, right? Especially, that's why a lot of traditional parents are like, you know, I could spit in their face, really, in a video game, right? I'll definitely argue with my daughter, but I would never disown my family for anything, really. Like, if they were Ted Bundy, I wouldn't disown them. I definitely talk to them, be like, yo, what the fuck? But disown means like block them and never see them for 30 years of your life and shit. That's a snake parent. Jon Zherka, you wouldn't tell your cops if your child was a serial killer? I'm not answering that live. What if they become a DGGR? Well, my kids would have to be DGGers because they'd be grown up in such a, free society that, it's not really like they'll have a choice. They'll grow up with an iPad. They have to be DGGers. That's kind of the sad part of parenting. Jon Zherka, my daughter's 10 and came to me a few months ago and said, Dad, I like girls. A 10-year-old can do that? What? Really? Huh. Ten is kind of young, but they mature faster, so whatever. What are your thoughts on kids on the internet? At what age should they be allowed on? I don't really believe that they should be banned from the internet, but the kids who grew up riding bikes instead of being on the internet were kind of like the champions of society, right? So, but like if you look at me, I played MapleStory 18 hours a day. My asshole would bleed. Like that's how much I was sitting down. Like, my parents actually thought I had an illness to me, right? And I don't know if you know MapleStory. It's an MMO where it takes back then it took 3 months to get one level, right? One level up. So slime farming. Yeah, you sound like a nub, bro. I was at zombies all day long. Bro, I don't want to sound rude or anything, but if my son wanted to transition, I would disown them. Yeah, but that's like denying humanity, right? If you see that thing as a flaw, right? Or if anything you see as a flaw, that, my kid has to do this and not that, it's still denying their humanity to not give them, your resources, time, energy, right? I don't get why if they do something you disagree with, why would you traumatize them, right? Like, what purpose would that serve you? You just read the news all day and never talk to your kid? That's the most retarded shit ever, right? If my kid transitioned, I think I spend all my time beating up the bullies, bro. Right? When they're 18 and they go to a club and someone makes fun of them, I would be at the club just fighting everyone. No, man, what the fuck? You guys are not loyal to your own families. Holy shit. Right? Like, if my child had the detonator to a nuke and wouldn't give it up, and the government came after my kid to lock them up, I'd fight the government and be like, hey, he's not going to press the button. Okay? He's just being edgy. He's just being edgy, okay? What don't you guys understand? Hey, Ted Cruz, what the fuck don't you understand? I remember when my dad first heard some edgy jokes from me as a kid, and he said, do you know who tells edgy jokes? And I'm like, who, Dad? And I thought he'd be on my side, right? And my dad said, attention hoes. And he's like, you're a fucking narcissist attention hoe. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I said, it's normal, Dad. Yeah, but my dad's actually a genuinely funny guy. Like, all of his friends love him. They think he's really funny, right? And my dad tells me all the time, if I was born your age with your chat, he's like, he'd be way bigger than me as a streamer. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. But my dad's cruel too, man. Anytime he's mad at me, he'd be like, go talk to your camera. I'm like, you don't understand me, father. Jon Zherka, you the type of dad to help their kid commit. What the fuck? Bro, this guy's getting banned for life. What the fuck? That was the most fucked up shit I've ever read in weeks. And from this chat, holy fuck, that's bad. Dad stream? I've tried. He doesn't want to. And my dad's like a professional, so he's like, it would look stupid if I'm on the internet, you know? Plus, you guys would actually look at me and be like, so is Zherka adopted? Like, why is his dad so different from him? Like, my dad is the most engineer-minded, anti-Joker lifestyle, you know? Like, this is how different my dad and I are. He smiles at me about how much taxes he pays. He's proud of it. He's like, you see? He's like, you see, as a refugee, I pay more in taxes than any civilian in this city. And I'm like, Dad, they're robbing us. They're literally, the government's robbing us. And he's like, how could you say that? I'm like, well, dude, taxes aren't transparent. You can't see where they're actually going. They're clear. If you told me they're going to a bridge and I can audit the government, then I would want to pay more in taxes. But what the fuck? I don't know where the fuck they're putting these taxes. My dad would be like, trust the government. We are from a, you know, statist regime that tried to, you know, slaughter all of us. I'm pretty sure the Canadian government's pretty relaxed. I'm like, I'm not trusting Trudeau with my taxes, bro. Fuck that shit. You know. Like, I remember coming out to my dad as being right wing, and he's like, you're just being edgy, relax. I'm like, no, Dad, it's who I am, okay? And then he'll always make jokes like, is your fairy tale God watching you? And I'm like, hey, Dad, what the fuck? God exists, okay? He's like, oh, yeah, God exists. Oh, yeah. You know? And then if I really press him on a God debate, he always says, all right, you have a point. Yeah, that, you know, it makes sense. Intelligent design with a designer, but I don't give a fuck. I'm like, damn, you are one fucking atheist, you know? It's who I am, father. Did your dad like Hoja? No, he hated the execution, actually. But when we think about like what he was trying to do and the prediction of being invaded by the future of Yugoslavia, that was pretty based. But my dad hated the execution and how he dealt with things. Like, you know, a lot of Marxist leaders just dealt with things horribly, actually. Taxes going to brainwashing programs to make guys. All right, bro, relax. What's your dad think of Tito? He hates him too, you know, but he does concede to the point that, like, if we can believe the transcripts that Tito wanted Albanians to be their own distinct people, then, you know, he's no Milosevic, but my dad hates him. Yeah. But my dad's a very interesting guy because, like, he's the most atheist soul you'll ever meet because his sister was burned alive in the war. And that's his, like, that's the most cruel thing anyone can do to, you know, his youngest sister that had Down syndrome. So he's the most hardcore atheist Albanian you'll ever meet in ever. Like, he has the most traumatic story out of anyone ever. Well, there's way worse stories, like, in quantity. But, yeah, if you think of someone with Down syndrome and taking care of them all the time and stuff like that, and then that's the sister that gets, you know, killed. Oh, man, he's the biggest atheist, you know. And that's the only thing we really disagree on. We disagree on a lot of stuff, but he's not a spiritual guy, you know. And he'll tell me, he's like, hey, it works for you. It doesn't work for everyone. But I always try and tell him, I'm like, no, there has to be a creator. There has to be. And he's like, why do you care so much? I'm like, because I don't want to be fucking Nick Merckx just talking about fucking FPS. I want to think harder, bro. And he'll be like, who's Nick? Yeah, you know Elton. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, well, I would never say to someone it's a test from God. I think that's also very stupid. I don't talk about that stuff that much. What does your dad think of Serbians? He thinks they're misguided people, right? That they get fooled into many wars with Bosnians and etc., etc., etc. That they're very misguided. What religion do you follow? am not really religious, you know. I just pray, like whoever's listening is on my back, right? But sometimes I think I'm the only spiritual person on earth because my prayers actually come true. I thought your family was Muslim, extended family, but my immediate family, mom, dad, no, they're never. Actually, if you look at most Albanians, they're extremely secular. Like Albanians are probably the least Muslim people on earth, right? They like adopt the name, but they don't really know anything about it. They don't read, unless we look at my grandpa and uncles and stuff. But they're so tolerant, you know. Like if my grandpa saw me walk into a church, he'd be like, "How was your day at church?" You know. But most Muslim people would be like, "How could you go to a church and stuff?" Albanians are very like, "Yeah, go to the church. Who gives a fuck, right?" Which God you praying to? Well, since I'm the son of God, I have a direct connection. You know, the definition of God means all people are created by that God. So it wouldn't really matter. You know, like, no offense to you religious people. You're only religious. Who's religious in chat? Okay. All right. I'm going to debunk all of you right now. Okay. And this is going to be really evil, what I'm going to say. Okay. To you religious people, how does it never cross your mind that you're only in that religion because you're geographically born there? You know what I mean by that? Like, it's not really your choice. Like, if you're born in Indonesia and you're a Muslim, that makes a lot of sense, right? And, yeah. So, but I don't mean to roll you guys. You know, I think atheists live horrific lifestyles. Like, I think atheists are the cringiest people in society. I know. I maxed my stats on degeneracy and atheism a long time ago. But damn, that life sucked. You know, my life is fucking awesome now. Can you name one streamer that gets paid money to laugh? You know, like you can watch some streams where I do nothing. I'm just laughing at what someone said in chat. You know, if I'm not blessed, I don't know who the fuck is. Right? You look at these top streamers, they're miserable on their streams. Are atheists more cringe than weebs? I love anime, but I hate weebs. So I don't know. Jon Zherka, explain people who convert to Islam then. Yeah, okay. Explain people who are born on an island that have never heard of Islam. You lost. You know, if you think of it as a life philosophy, Islam is very base. Like, it can make you a ton of success. You know, it's very self-disciplined, right? And I'm not talking about these fake Muslims on the internet. Adam Sela and Fuzi and not that shit. I'm talking about Khabib types. Khabib types go far in life. You know, if it's your ideology to live by, you're going far in life. But you also have to think of the idea that you're born into it. Right. Yeah. I don't know. I've read so much scripture and all that shit, and really, like, I look into the religions as history. But if we talk about lifestyle, really, the closest ideology I've ever adopted is that of a sage. You know, like Arthur Schopenhauer helped me a lot. You know, I don't really look into anyone else, right? I don't like Hegel. I don't like any of the German thinkers. I don't like. It's really just Schopenhauer. That's it. You know, and I have never needed anything in my life. I have never needed other minds, you know? I feel like if I go to other minds, I do worse in life. What religious texts would you recommend reading? All of them, right? Why would you want to be ignorant and, you know, read all of them and then see which one lines up with you? And it doesn't even matter, though, because, like, you Muslims fap to Pornhub. So it's not like you guys are real Muslims. Like, you know, You guys don't give to the poor. You don't follow any. You don't try and make it to Mecca. You don't even follow any of the religion. You just pretend to be a Muslim. So it's like you're already a kind of like lukewarm atheist if you think about it. There's no real religious people on earth. What about Zizek? I like him, yeah. But when I compare Zizek to someone like Schopenhauer, it's like not even a contest, you know. Matter of fact, I don't think Schopenhauer would chill with Jordan Peterson, Zizek. I'm so tired right now. I can't think of any other names, but I don't think he would chill with any of these people if he had a stream. You know, he'd say they're all stupid. Come to my city in Saudi, you will change your mind. I have a friend who's trying to get me out to. His parents work with immigration, and they're trying to get me out to Saudi. But I don't know. Yeah, he wouldn't chill with anyone, but I'm saying he wouldn't read any of Zizek's literature. That's what I'm saying. He'd say this is kind of like surface level shit. How about Immanuel Kant? Couldn't get into it, you know. Well, if I can't relate to something, I can't get into it, you know. Schopenhauer is the only thing that I've read cover to cover, and it's still a mystery to me. I still revisit it, or not cover to cover, but you know what I mean. I speak Albanian, yeah. Actually, sometimes I wonder if you speak one language, that means you can only think, like, when you think about how you think, like, when I think in Albanian, but express it through, you know, this, like, Anglo version that I grew up with, right? But if you only know one language, it means you only have one line of thinking. And so people with one language are actually some of the dumbest people on earth. Do you ever think about that? It's so interesting how it's like the whole world is, let's say, green. And then if you think in a different language, you see it as blue. And then if you think in a different language and you know the history of these languages, then you think of it in red. And it's always a different lens. But if you have one language, you are so easily manipulated, right?
What is it like sleeping with, was it 50 men and women or 50 men and some women?
I mean, it's like I get better and better every single time, you know? So like maybe in the start it wasn't that good. And then later on, it's really good.
So you really slept with 50 men?
No, women as well.
50 men and women?
Yeah.
And what is that like? You said it's fun?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Have you tried it?
I'm sorry?
Have you slept with 50 men and women?
No way.
Why?
Why should I?
Yeah, why?
What are you looking for that causes you to do that?
Why haven't you slept with 50 men?
I've been a slut maker, but...
You've been a slut... Oh, so you have slept around with a lot of women.
Yeah, I have with a lot of women.
If you don't know what he's talking about here, Amber Rose asked him, he's like, what happens if a girl sleeps with a lot of guys? And he's like, well, then she's a slut. And then she said, what happens if a guy sleeps with a lot of girls? He's like, then the guy is a slut maker. Which, when you hear this for the first time, dude, you're actually in tears laughing at that. Like, it catches you so off guard, and it's just so fucking perfect. It's so perfect. No one can respond to it. It's just the end of the conversation. It's the, you know, and he punctuates that shit, right? It's over. Like, what argument do you have against that? Right.
But yeah, not that many.
Was it fun?
It was fun sometimes.
Yeah, see, so that's what you do the same way.
And so you feel good, you have fun sleeping all with the men and women?
Yes, as you have also fun when you're sleeping around with men and women.
I've never slept with men. It sounds like you. Why you keep saying that? You're saying something that's not true.
I don't know. I'm just asking if it's true.
I slept with some,
what's wrong with
sluts. Did you know that women who sleep around like that are sluts?
That sounds like a lot of fun in that case. I can be a slut. I'm having a lot of fun.
You know, will you be a slut?
He's also a slut.
So what?
He sleeps with men and women.
He sleeps with men and women?
Yeah.
And so he's a slut maker?
No, he's a slut as well.
Is that true, Destiny?
I guess in your world, yeah, that's what I'd be, Jesse.
And so do you sleep with men and women?
Yep.
And why do you why are you doing it with both people, both men and women?
Fun. Why not? Twice as much fun, Jesse.
But why is it just fun to do it?
Yeah, sure. What? Yeah.
Once you get married, would you continue to do that?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Really? Destiny, I read that, and I don't know if I knew this or not. At one time, you were a Christian.
Long time ago, like until I was 16, maybe. I went to Catholic school.
And then what happened?
I grew up a little bit, started asking questions. I mean, you kind of lose your religion pretty quickly when you go through that process, I think.
Really? And you just didn't believe in God anymore?
Yeah, not much.
Oh, I see. And Melina, are you a Christian?
No.
Do you believe in God?
No.
Do you have morals and values?
No.
You don't have any morals?
Wait, you don't have morals and values?
No.
You kind of do.
Okay, yeah,
You would like murder someone,
but
right?
not, yeah, sure. But not, I don't believe in God or anything, though.
But do you have more?
Yeah, it's not a very common thing in Sweden to like be super religious or like believe in God. We're pretty like not into that stuff.
Jon Zherka, you believe in God? Yeah, man. There's more evidence for God than the Big Bang. Nothing into everything. There was an explosion an explosion means chaos. An explosion put everything into perfect order, and everything just perfectly got intelligently designed without a designer. That's so fucking cringe, dude. I'll never believe that, dude. That's so pathetic. It's just so pathetic, dude. It's like, why don't I just play Minecraft all day then? What the fuck? And another thing, isn't it weird how you can live through all of your life struggle and just say it's all random? Like, to believe in atheism, you have to believe in infinite possibilities, that the universe is infinite, right? And so that means you believe that there's a universe where throwing chalk at a chalkboard a million infinite times, right? Let's say infinite times. You're throwing chalk at the chalkboard and you're throwing it for infinite amounts of repetitions, that in one of those versions of infinity, the chalkboard would write Shakespeare. That is so fucking stupid. That is, when I heard this atheist take, I puked and said, I will never be an atheist for as long as I live. They are the dumbest idiots. They're good at building like an iPhone, but when it comes to like understanding the world, that is the dumbest shit. I kept puking and laughing so hard, and I said, oh my God. And you know where I heard that? The first time I heard that take was from a scholar, atheist scholar at Speaker's Corner. And I said, oh my God. That is the most pathetic. To believe in random universe, random Big Bang, is so pathetic. And to try and understand infinity and give that quality to matter, which is the universe. If you can't understand infinity, because it doesn't make sense, wouldn't you give it to something metaphysical? Something, you know what I mean? It's just, yeah. And I would love to ask Sam Harris that, and he would stutter like a bitch. Can you do a stream one day where you go over the evidence for God? No, it's a little triggering. Atheists want to play StarCraft. I don't want to trigger atheists. I don't even want atheists in my chat, really. Right? It's like, those are the people that fucking snake you and shit, Like, I'm the most chaotic mind. I've gone through my degen shit, pretty much the Joker. But you have to admit, intelligent design without a designer is low IQ. You have to admit that. And if you don't admit that, then you're just doing mental gymnastics to try and like... I'm agnostic, bro, but damn, you're seeing things too black and white. It's either there is a creation or there isn't. All that nuance. Oh, I'm growing gynecomastia. Talking about nuance. Oh, I'm a little atheist, I've done 24 years of my life as an atheist, and what a waste. What a fucking waste of time. Well, I tried one prayer. I said, make me viral. 500,000 views overnight. Now I make money laughing on the internet. You know, I'm away from society. I'm happy. I've got 1 billion girls text me. I'm like, I live like some fucking rock star, really. You know, it's mad, you know, it's mad. And people are like, oh, it's a coincidence, but I don't know. You know, if I was an atheist, I'd just play Minecraft all day. Like, what the fuck would be the point of doing anything? Do you believe in hell and paradise? Not eternal. I don't think there's an eternal hell, you know. I think eventually you got to learn your lesson and shit, but hell and heaven are just frequencies you tune into on earth. Like, you know, an incel is in hell, whether you want to admit it or not. He tunes into that frequency. An incel's hatred for women keeps him in hell, right? And a man without women, you know, is driven into psychosis. So if you think about it, you're choosing these frequencies. But can I prove heaven and hell? No, I don't. No, I can't prove that. I can't prove reincarnation. I don't talk about things you can't prove. Can I logically, does it make sense for the universe to have a designer? Yes, it actually does make a lot of sense, right? I think the greatest argument for atheists is that amputee argument. You know, that's the one that sways me. Nothing else really. You know, matter of fact, if you look at most human problems, it's caused by humans. It's not even God. So what the fuck is that about? You know? You know, we have all the resources to end world hunger 1,000 times over. We don't want to do it, right? Our nature is wicked. Big Bang Theory came from the Catholic Church. True. A lot of people don't know that. It was a Catholic priest at first. Yeah. Someone linked it in chat too the other day. I haven't forgotten that. But when you say that, people start crying. They're like, that can't be true. So what is your religion? You wouldn't need a religion, you know? Like, I don't tell people, hey, believe in God so you can fucking not fap anymore. I'm not cringe and stupid, right? I say have faith because your life will be better, you know? Even if you're wrong, your life will be better. And how the fuck can you deny that? You know, you guys make your God being a lefty or being right-wing, or you guys make those your religions, or turn into vegans and veganism is your religion, and you guys are always searching for spirituality. That's why you want to feel loved at music festivals. You'll do Molly, you little liberals will do Molly to try and feel the dopamine, the love of your community and your tribe. And dude, these are strangers you're doing Molly with, let's be honest. Right? And you guys look for spirituality everywhere, or try and run from it with video games. But it's like, you know, why not just be grateful for what you have, you know? I was grateful when I used to fucking sleep in a trap house. I was really grateful. I've been grateful when I hated my life. I've never hated the creator. I have hated the creator, my bad, but I've always hated myself more. Like, for example, there's no one on earth I'd rather fight than me when I was last year not streaming for 3.5 weeks and destroying my channel. If I could meet that Zherka and fight him, I would destroy that guy, right? So, yeah. But a lot of atheists will like hate their parents, so then they attribute it to the father, the creator, whatever, the authority, right? The universal authority, cosmic authority. And they're like, I hate God. But they hate themselves. I know, because I was the atheist who hated myself, you know? And really, you just have to ask yourself, which atheist do you look up to? Destiny? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? It's all copium. It's all copium, dude. Right? Like, dude, you know how weird I am? I swear to God, when I get McDonald's, I thank God. I don't like pray and shit, but I'm really grateful. I take my time with the meal, you know. When I, gain 100 subs, I take a moment. I take a moment to reflect, you know. I love to swim in gratitude. You know, I don't want to ever be those streamers like, hey, thanks for 1,000 subs. Hey, my name is Greek. I stand for nothing, but I make a lot of money. How the fuck is that? That's not even a human being. That's just a fucking Well, he is a human being, but his mind is possessed. Yeah, man, I'm strange, dude. If I get new shoes, I talk about them for 2 weeks. I'm really grateful for what I have. Like I was grateful for 300 subscribers. So at this many, I'm swimming in gratitude. Do you believe in mysticism? No, you can read up on it, but not really. But I do believe in supernatural phenomena, like humans are divided with the ones that believe in the law of attraction and the ones that don't, right? I'm not saying go read The Alchemist and stuff like that, but just get an idea of it. The more you start doing for yourself, the more doors open. And many religious people hate me because they saw my score on Twitter, and then they're like, yo, that's really fucked up. But I'm being honest about this score, right? So I score high in narcissism, a perfect 5.0. But I genuinely think narcissists are loving themselves. That's why they get rewarded extra, Like, it's funny because people will be like, I'm not a narcissist. I don't love myself that much. I try and help other people. No, you don't. You just don't help other people and you don't help yourself. That's what you're doing, right? At least help yourself. Right? And when you help yourself, you actually become a better person. Yeah. So I scored lower on mock because I'm not like partnered liar like these streamers. I don't lie. Psychopathy. This is kind of just to explain that people's feelings are kind of irrelevant to me, which you see on my streams. I can really trigger people. And it's not like I chose that. Like, it's just my nature to kind of like not realize when someone is crying around me and shit. But yeah, I believe in narcissism, dude. I don't think it's a bad word. I think, these stats that I maxed out here is what Zoomers don't have. Like, Zoomers would score 1 on narcissism, right? But successful people, XQC, Destiny, these guys would score very high on narcissism. Train. Even my sadism score is pretty low from my past. So maybe I lied here a bit, but this probably is higher. But, yeah. Jon Zherka, law of attraction is why you pray. Now, I pray for gratitude. Like, my prayers always sound the same, Thank you for my family and friends. Keep them healthy, and that's it. No, I never pray for, like, can I have subscribers and shit? I always say, I'll do it myself. I don't need you for subs. I'll do the subscriber thing myself. Just keep everyone around me healthy so I don't have to be distracted. And yeah, it's always just a gratitude prayer. It's not like anything. I did pray to go viral once. That was kind of greedy. But the prayer was really about my family and friends. And I said, if you could do one thing for me, I hate working on Granville Street. This is a dead end life. I want to go viral. I want to be like those YouTubers. And I didn't know who Jake Paul and stuff was, but I said some YouTuber and shit. And then when I went viral as fuck, I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? And then all my coworkers who've heard it before I went viral, they started praying. And I'm like, it's not going to work if you guys just praying to go viral, right? You guys don't even believe. So, I don't know. My life experience taught me that, like, being grateful works. Should have seen these bouncers start praying, bro. I was like, bro, what the fuck are you praying to? Although it was strange, when I did pray, I talked about the flat earth in my prayers, right? It was the first time I saw the light. Without flat earth, I don't think I'd even believe in that shit. Because I needed scientific evidence. I needed curvature formula to make sense before I pray. And my brothers laugh so hard when I say that. They're like, you have to be joking. Look at my life. Look at you guys, right? Look at everyone around me. Like, there's only one king on the internet, right? And you're looking at him. How did you meet Trainwrecks? I think I was yelling at some girls who were cheating on their guys on a podcast, and he just joined the podcast and said, Zherka's right. Like, you need to stop being degens. Jon Zherka, how do you feel about people who yell random shit on the street? They're coping, dude. A lot of crackheads are coping. I actually feel for them. You know, I'm the only person who gets envious of a homeless person. You know, like Hassan Piker, when he sees a homeless person, he's disgusted. He will never admit it, but we know his nature. Like we've seen enough of his streams to know that, right? When I see a homeless person, I see someone free from society in the matrix. Obviously, you don't want to be homeless, but, you know, I envy that kind of freedom a bit. My teachers always said, you'll either be a rock star or a homeless. So I guess we're choosing rock star for now. John, why don't you join any organized religion? Because I'm the son of God. Why would I join? All right? They should join me. They should subscribe to me. Why the fuck would I join a religion? A religion of what? Pedophiles? Right? Or, you know, like, let's say I call my Catholic side of family. I'm like, hey, I joined the Catholic Church. Like, are we to talk to the pedophile priest now? Like, why the fuck would I want to be around pedos? Right? There's enough pedos in StarCraft. You know, there's enough of them on the internet. Why the fuck am I going to a temple of pedos? But I sometimes think we're all children of the Creator. It's just you guys will never admit it. Even if you're religious, you'll be afraid to admit it, you know? But I can't imagine a creator making me a narcissist and being mad that I'm narcissistic. You know? Fuck that shit. That sounds really stupid. I can't even imagine a creator being mad at me. Yeah, my come up was extremely lucky. I was scouted. I was found on Omegle, but my friend said you were found at 24 years old. So who's to say that they found you late? Like they should have found you at 22 or 23, or you know, it was bound to happen with the stuff you're posting on Instagram. But no, I'm extremely lucky. You know, like I'm actually lucky as fuck. How can you be related to God, Jon Zherka, when you're flawed? The same way you're related to. Like, what man is not flawed? But is man away from his creator? I don't know. He's created by him. Yeah, I saw that 99. I saw that. What if there's multiple gods? Well, by definition, you can't have that. That's some pagan cringe shit. You know, God means infinite, and there'll be one infinity, right? Which is weird, because, like, have you noticed atheists try and, like, in the hypothetical, they admit that the creator is infinite. So they're like, okay, if there's an infinite God, explain to me the problem of evil. Why is there evil in the world? You just admit that your creator is infinitely wiser than you. Why would you try and understand something if you're infinitely ignorant? Wouldn't you just say, oh, wow, maybe it'll make sense one day? Wouldn't that be more logical than trying to be like, playing God and saying, well, this doesn't make sense, and you know. But atheists have one strong take they never mention. The strongest atheist take I've ever heard was from my cousin. He's a hardcore atheist, and he said, okay, you believe in God, explain amputees. And I was like, fuck. You know, that, you know, then you can do that for any kind of like thing you're born with. But then again, you're trying to solve like the problem of like, yeah, like a lot of religious people would be like, humans caused that, right? Like humans do degen shit. They don't eat the right foods. They do everything wrong. And then they have kids that are like, their DNA is wrong and stuff. And, you know, like, you know, most people drink alcohol with their kids and their, you know, when they're pregnant, and they don't even know they're pregnant. So if you think about how much of that shit just accumulates. Yeah. But I think the greatest point a religious pastor once told me on the street, he said, sin is passed down through DNA. And I never understood that until I realized your parents' failures will come haunt you, right? Or what your parents suffer with, you know, with their psychology, you will suffer with, right? Like if your mom has, you know, my mom has anxiety and then it's passed down and but yeah, I don't try and make sense of it. I think that's kind of weird. I love Bruce Lee, yeah. My dad put me on him. But here's what it all comes down to. All of DGG chat laughed at me because I said they will never be able to recreate an organic eyeball that's the same as a human eye. And they didn't get that. So I had to explain. I'm like, Destiny, can they ever create a human? Right? Science. Can science create a human one day, 1,000 years from now? And Destiny said, yes, they can. And that's when I realized, like, Destiny's not that bright. You know? And they were starting to say stuff like, what about infrared vision and night vision is better than the human eye? And I'm like, you're not getting it at all. You're not getting what I'm saying, dude. Yeah, they can clone one. I'm saying from scratch, can they make a human? You know? Can you make a human from scratch when you find out how to do it? Right? Which is so interesting because like atheists also believe humans are animals. What's the difference from animals and humans? Humans feel shame. Yeah, that's Haz's. Right? And there's many differences, but I don't think we're animals. Like we behave like them for sure. We're fucking wicked, but humans and animals, you know, I had a vegan debate with Vegan Gains and he made that argument. I was like, that's kind of weird. Jon Zherka, animals do not feel shame. Yeah, that's why I said that's what separates us. Which you could say is soul, but people are like, oh, define soul. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give the atheist like stuff that you can't define. Anyone who believes we're literally animals is the cringiest people in society. Like, you know, chimpanzees are just like humans, actually. They just ate from magic mushrooms and developed. Oh, God. Stoned ape theory. Stop. Stop, bro. Your religion is Joe Rogan and you're cringe. You are so cringe, dude. Elon Musk and Joe Rogan. That's all I do all day. Wow. The guy saved by government subsidies. Yeah, he's a genius. Like, get out of here, man. No, I think, but anyways, we're talking about this because this is where the conversation is going to go, I think, because this guy's a pastor. I don't know if I'm wrong about this, but I think Jesse's a pastor. Yeah, even believing in evolution and saying we are animals they're not the same, dude. Okay, you either believe humans are above animals or not. Like, right? Chimpanzees have souls, John. Okay, maybe. That's how I know if given power, most DGGers would be eugenicists, right? They try and shape humanity through, well, it already happens today, but you know what I mean. No, we're not the same as animals. When humans inflict evil onto each other, they can do it for no reason, you know? They can do it just because they're inflicted themselves, right? And a lion doesn't wake up and say, I'm just going to go fucking tear shit up, right? There's a reason why he wants to tear shit up. Dolphins kill for fun. I'm saying dolphins will not kill for jealousy. Like humans will kill for jealousy, right? And then you can make an evolutionary argument and say, well, it's to like keep the humans' offspring just to themselves, and so it's the same thing. But yeah. If you look at most of the great minds in history, their logical conclusion was there is a creator. It's just stupid to ponder on it. Like if you look at high-level elites and stuff like that, they believe in there's a good force and an evil force, and you can draw from both, and that's what Freemasonry is, and blah, 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 blah. And if you look at most elites around the world, they're like yin and yangers, you know? I'll tell you something. The neocons that invaded the Middle East were all atheists. They were not Christians. Okay? Right? Elites are always atheists, bro. They just want to push their agenda. Darwin Andes. You can determine which religion is the truth with logical reasoning and proofs. There's no logic with religion. Right? There's logic with flat earth. You know, you can do curvature formula at 80,000 feet and see if there's curvature, right? You can do that. But with religion, you have to say, well, there's a burning bush, and yeah. And, oh, wow, there's a burning bush. Oh, my God. You know, like, where's the science in the burning bush, bro? And I don't mean like scientism. I mean like to study it, to like observe it in nature. Why would anything exist if not for a purpose? Yeah. Even Plato talks about like the form and how everything, that TV there there's a reason. There's a reason why it's there. Everything has meaning, right? All of the highest level intellectuals throughout history believed everything had meaning. It's only to control a consumer market that you want them atheists, right? Like, for example, the atheists have 90 iPhones, iPads, like they're the easiest people to sell stuff to, correct? So, of course, elites are going to want you guys talking about Fortnite and not God, right? But I hope they talk about this. I think they're going to talk about this.
Really?
Yeah, so like if you're, I remember there was like one guy in my class that was religious and he got bullied because it was like pathetic because you're believing in Santa Claus basically.
Damn.
Yeah, but he did get bullied because he believed in God.
Wow. And did your parents don't believe in God either?
No.
What is it like to grow up without a belief in God?
I get to have a lot of more fun than most people do. Yeah.
Life's not about fun. Life's about reducing suffering, right? If life was about fun, I would just do fucking cocaine every day of my life. Like, what the fuck? How has Steven let her say this? Like, he doesn't even contradict this?
So really? I think it's pretty cool. Yeah.
And what do you do when you have those empty moments when that kind of stuff doesn't satisfy you anymore?
I take mushrooms.
You take mushrooms?
Yeah.
And
what the fuck? They actually did this.
Take mushrooms too, Destiny?
Sometimes, yeah.
Really?
I'm the most anti-shrooms guy you'll ever meet. There's debates you can see where I say that Molly is better than shrooms, and people freak out. So I'm way more hardcore on this drug take than Jesse. That's why I get so angry when you guys call me, yo, John, are you like a libertarian? Like, cause like Joe Rogan's audience would love you, and just legalize all drugs, John.
Were you taking mushrooms before you met Melina?
Yep.
And why do you take mushrooms?
It's a fun experience.
And what do you do with your empty moments?
I don't really have empty moments. I work a ton. I do things for fun on the side. Like, I got people to hang out with. Like, yeah, I don't really have empty moments.
Do you guys plan to have children once you get married?
Probably, eventually, yeah.
And will you cut out all this other stuff once you have children?
I mean, like when you have children, like you probably can't do as much.
Because you don't have time, right?
Yeah, it depends on what's going on. Like we're not gonna have like the kid crawling around the living room while we're like high on mushrooms, like crawling around and stuff. It's not gonna happen. Yeah.
Amazing. And so, Destiny, I didn't know you already had a child.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a boy or girl?
Boy.
And how old is he?
10 years old.
You spend time with him?
Yeah, I used to a lot when he was younger, but then since I moved to California, I just have to fly out there basically every time I travel.
Oh, I see. So are you, when you do see him, you're pretty close to him? He's close to you, are you close to him?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Sometimes we stream together when I go down. He likes to like goof off on stream and stuff. And then we talk on the phone and whatnot, yeah.
That's amazing. Destiny, so you have no morals?
I mean, I think I have morals, but...
No, not you, but Destiny. I mean, not you, but Melina.
Oh, I have morals, sure.
Where do you get your morals from?
I treat people around me like I want to be treated.
Oh no, don't say the Christian one to a pastor. That's so bad. Destiny realized she fucked up. Oh no. And the religious people will never do. If I was a religious person, I could argue so much better than they did. Dude, like if you're a religious person with the three main religions, right? The three main religions, you could make the argument that all law and the whole judicial system comes from the commandments and all that, and then it passes into the New Testament and then the Quran, and you can make that argument easily. No religious person actually does this though. Wanky, don't spam. What the fuck? What are you doing? But yeah, hold on. Let's see this.
I have morals, sure.
Where do you get your morals from?
I treat people around me like I want to be treated.
And how is it? Like slaps?
Like I sleep.
Dude, Jesse's too dumb to actually take that and use it against her. Like, dude, if I was in Jesse's shoes, yeah, that's like she's throwing you a baseball, dude. Just knock it out the park. But Jesse's like wants to talk about sluts.
I treat people around me like I want to be treated.
And how is it? Like slaps?
Like I sleep with people so they can sleep with me. Is that what you mean?
Do you get paid do people pay you to sleep with you, or is it free?
Why do you think I would get paid to sleep with people?
Well, I'm just asking. I don't know because I don't know you. I know Destiny.
But do you think like for a woman to sleep with a lot of people, she needs to get paid because she doesn't want to?
Not today because the lack of value. So you can get it free now anywhere.
Yeah, I guess.
So
no, I've never been paid to sleep with someone.
I heard you say in your Instagram thing that you were raped.
Oh, yeah.
What the? Oh, wow. Oh, this one's turning into something way different. I didn't think this is happening. Who saw this in chat? You guys don't warn me on this? What, did he just actually say that? No way. I thought he'd have a team that tells him how to like reword things.
Been paid to sleep with someone.
I heard you say in your Instagram thing that you were raped.
Oh, yeah, one time.
And how old were you? How did that happen?
I was 16 years old.
So that's why you're doing what you're doing now?
Oh, you think that I have like issues, like sexual issues or something? Nah, I'm pretty fine. It's pretty chill.
So that's not.
I got a therapy for a little bit there, but it was all good.
So were you able to overcome that trauma?
Yeah.
How do you know you've overcome that?
Because whenever something similar has happened, I punch the guys in the face.
So they have tried to rape you. Other guys have tried to.
Well, not rape, but like sexually harassed or something. And usually, I just like do something about it. Yeah.
And so, if you are having sex with so many people, how do you know if you're being raped or not?
Oh, because I want it. When I see dick, I want it. When I see pussy, I want it. That's the difference, you know?
So you are a millennial. Is that millennial age?
No.
I think she
Zoomer.
might be
I'm
Generation
a
Z.
Zoomer, yeah.
So in Sweden, most of
Mel is a Zoomer? How old is she? Oh my God, what the hell? I always forget this. Huh. When did he meet her? Was that TwitchCon? Whoa. This is crazy. Whoa. When you hear the word Zoomer, and I'm not defending millennials, I think they're cringe as fuck. Yeah, I think they're cringier. Zoomers are pretty cool, you know, like. But when you hear Zoomer, do you ever think of like a crybaby? That's what I think for millennial. But now people are pushing it to Zoomer, and I would almost make the argument Zoomers are more based than millennials, you know, and not because Twitch chat is younger, but because millennials started that whole social justice wave hardcore, right? And Zoomers had to deal with it. They had to literally deal with the wave we started. The NA fucking millennials started. Then the whole world has to deal with it. Which is so weird. If you look at social justice warriors in the UK, they're 1% power level compared to NA social justice people, right? You know, like a liberal in the UK will get along with me, but a liberal in the US will literally say something to me like, yeah, it's okay for a girl to sleep with 500 dudes. Yeah, that doesn't affect her mental health at all. Nope, not one bit. Sorry. Nope, I'm a liberal. Doesn't make sense. Sorry, John. You're just a tradcon. That's what you are, John. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing to me, bro? What do you mean it doesn't affect your mental health? Like, and it's so weird. They'll make arguments that playing sports will affect your mental health, but fucking will not? What? Dude, like, I'm done with liberals, man. I think. Yeah.
of the Generation Zs have the same attitude about sex and life as you do?
I'd say so. We're Swedes are way more open when it comes to nudity and when it comes to sexual activity and stuff. Yes.
Are Swedish people like into cock stuff? Because I've had my first big following on Twitch was all Swedish people saying you're the man. Everyone on Twitch is cringe, and I'm like, oh, you guys are based out there. You're into like masculinity, but then every day I talk about it, they go, Zherka, you're wrong. Swedish people are into cuckery. So I'm like, I really gotta Google these Swedish people because I don't know much about them. They're betas? But how if like some of my biggest gifters are like so red pill that they're banned from this channel? You know, how the fuck? How's that possible? What do you think of Orson? I love him. What about him? Yeah. No, someone in my chat once tried to convince me that white people have a fetish to be cucks. And I'm like, I don't think that's true. You know, I think the market makes them that way, right? Especially if we look at the dating market, it makes them that way. But one guy's really trying to convince me in chat for like hours that, you know, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He was trying to say Swedish people are into cuckery, and I'm like, I don't know, because like my first experience with Swedish people was on Twitch. Actually, we don't have that many up here in Canada, but or I just didn't meet them at the clubs or anything. And I've met every kind of person, but my first experience with Swedish people was my chat. My first day on the internet was a bunch of Swedish people. Zherka cringes fuck peace. Hold on, let me ban you. Bro, feels great, man. That's your fucking life ideology. Look at your profile picture. It's weed. Okay? Your personality is weed. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Weed is what's giving you gyno, bro. I smoke weed and I hate weed. Fucking nerd. You ever met a stoner you want to be like? I haven't. Right? Like, I like it for sleep, but I don't tell people I'm like a stoner and shit. Wiz Khalifa, didn't he fall off? Wait, Wiz Khalifa? You want to be like Wiz Khalifa? That's your role model? Oh boy. Last time I heard about him, he was banging twins. This was years ago. And then he was on the Austin show. Why do you ban people that criticize you? I don't. I click the profile before I ban someone. If they're blue pill, I have to ban them. That's my real religion, right? I'm anti-blue pill, right? Freedom of association. I just want to be away from you guys. It's not that I want to like come at you guys and stuff. I want to be away from cuck energy, okay? All right? There's some that I like, but it's like a handful, maybe 4 or 3. Can you check if I'm blue pill? I'd have to read your logs. Hold on. You said, Jon Zherka, where's Miskiff? I only have you and him. Oh, you said house for content. That's pretty base. You said easy clap, Keck W. 1 million Keck W's. That's interesting. And you hate Globies. Okay. Destroy Globy. What the fuck? Globy equals in debt. Stop yourself, man. Dude, all you talk about is Globies. What is all this? Stupid Globies. Globies have bad etiquette. Miskiff cares too much about John. It's crazy, bro. Okay, what were we talking about there? Ms. emotes. What are they called? Miskiff you. So true, John, in caps lock. Yeah, you're pretty base. I'm becoming a minister. What? You said Jade is super nervous. The girl that DM'd me, when are we IRLing? Yeah, you're blue pill. Blue pill people think girls are nervous when they're not nervous because you're used to them being nervous around you because you're blue pill and weird. Yeah, I'm not doing that. No, bro. You should know if you... Dude, it's a very simple test if you're blue pill. Does your girl take other Ds?
It's not uncommon to meet Swedes that has the same like count number as I do. Yeah.
Well, no
it's
wonder,
a different culture.
No wonder Sweden is going to hell in a handbasket.
You think so?
Yeah, it has no values. What?
Have you ever seen Midsummer? The movie? It's
no,
very
I
accurate.
have. No, I have not.
Yeah, it's like we have like a cult up here, and we sleep around.
Oh, this is a good movie, dude. Oh my god, this is a good movie.
And that's what we do. And
throw people off cliffs.
Bro, I watched that movie with a girl, and I can't believe that was her idea.
Yeah, that's what we do. Did you know?
You like up there in Sweden, Destiny?
Do I live up here?
Do you like it there?
Jon Zherka, what are your thoughts on her takes? Oh, Mel is my friend. She knows everything she says is wrong in my universe. Like in my brain, everything she says, it's just wrong. Right? But she knows I love her. But still, I don't have to agree with that, right? And Destiny's like a 65% based human. When he's offline, maybe 75. But when he starts shouting the N-word in public, then I don't like him.
Oh, yeah, I think it's okay, yeah.
Would you prefer America or Sweden?
I'm probably America because my son lives there and because that's where like everything I know is. But I think there's pros and cons to both places.
So do you and Melina have threesomes and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Justin, I'm surprised at you.
I thought we went over all this last time. I'm a degenerate, Jesse.
I don't remember that. Maybe I just
half man, half woman, right?
And so what was it that attracted you when you first saw Melina, knowing that she'd been with so many guys and ladies? What was it that attracted you to her?
I mean, that's not stuff I usually care about, like what somebody's body count is. Not usually something I worry about. I don't know. We hung out a lot and we had fun a lot, and that's enough for me to like get to know somebody better. So she came to America afterwards, and then we continued to hang out. Our relationship got deeper, and yeah.
So you guys are not in love with other people. You're just in love with one another, and you have sex with everybody and their mama.
Exactly. I only love 3 people, Jesse.
And who's that?
Melina, my son, Nathan, and black people.
Oh, you love black people?
Yeah, I do.
Melina, you love black people?
Oh, yes.
Do you love white people?
Yes.
You do?
I love everyone.
Are there black people in Sweden?
Yes.
A few of them.
A few? Because black people don't like cold weather.
This reaction, bro. Because Destiny's so... He's like, I'm online.
Are there black people in Sweden?
Yes.
A few of them.
A few? Because black people don't like cold weather.
Well,
okay.
Some of them do here, I guess.
And so,
I don't get how come he gets nervous. Like, if he said that to me, I'd be like, oh, I didn't know that. You know, I would just troll Jesse back. Why doesn't they troll back?
I don't know.
Why do they not troll back? Why doesn't?
What to say to you guys? This is so interesting. Does sex ever get bored to you guys?
Yeah, that's why you have it with lots of people, so it doesn't get boring.
How about you, Melina?
No, I don't think it gets boring.
By the way, this is a really bad take. You know, I don't think it ever gets boring with one person you like. I think that's a lie. You know, I wasn't bored after 2 years. And my libido is low for other reasons, right? Like, it's not like I was bored of them. If they're really hot, it'll never get boring that you want other people, right? I mean, you will, but you'll suffice. You'll be like, oh, I'm good. Oh, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, my dream would be like, you know, Scientology, Church of Scientology, to start Zherkology, right? And we do a cuck test, and whoever fails has to like do all the meaningless tasks, right? And then you go up in ranks. Like, we test you every month. That would be my dream come true, right? And the only cucks that would be allowed to go higher in ranks are people like Destiny who have way more experiences than their partner. So they're like adversarial. They're winning the game.
How, if you're such a slut, how are you going to be a good wife and mother?
I mean, I think I'm pretty good right now. I'm pretty good. I'm going to be pretty good when I'm a wife and a mother as well, no?
But how?
How?
Yeah.
What do you think my sex life has to do with my kid?
You're not going to have time to raise kids because you're going to constantly be having sex.
Wait, do you think I'm like every...
Jesse Lee Peterson just jumps to conclusions and lets them just figure it out. It's so crazy.
Like, okay, wait. How many men do you think I've had sex with today?
Today?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Had 50, if I've slept with 50 people in my life since I was 16 years old, how many people a day do you think I fuck?
If I took a guess, I would say about 10 today. You knocked out 10.
Look at his face. He's like, my real god is the troll face emote. Like, this is what he lives for, bro. You know, you could tell Jesse pipes chicks, bro. He's not a pastor. He just pipes and just doesn't give a fuck.
Wait, well, how does that math work in that case? How many days is in a year?
I'm just guessing.
And like in 5 years, if there's 50 people, how can I have a new one all the time?
Because you're going to move away from 10. You're trying to reach 100 by the end of the year, right?
No, it's not 50 in a year. It's 50 since a decade.
Do you get sad sometimes?
Do you get sad sometimes too? Everyone gets sad sometimes. No?
Do you get sad sometimes?
Yeah.
And what makes you sad at times?
Stress makes me sad.
Nice.
Stress makes you sad?
Yeah.
Destiny, how do you deal with the hell when it comes out of Melina?
Actually, I'm really bad when it comes to that stuff. Usually I say we just need to take like a few hours apart and chill, and then we usually just come back and talk about whatever's going on.
And so you're not able to help her to overcome her hell?
I don't think she's going through hell, unless you mean dating me is going through hell, which maybe it kind of is. No, I mean, like, she figures out a lot of stuff on her own. Like, we can talk about things.
I'm very independent, Jesse.
Yeah.
You're very independent?
Yeah.
And so how does he deal with the hell when it comes out of you, when you're just mad about nothing?
No, I just usually stay quiet.
You don't take it out on him?
No.
You don't?
No.
Is that true, Destiny?
No. Why would I still be with somebody like that? That'd be horrible.
Millennial, can you see yourself being a wife that stay at home and cook and iron and clean the house?
Cooking. I like cleaning, but I do not like cooking.
Oh, you don't? Do you cook, Destiny?
I mean, I can, but usually we just order food. It's a lot of time.
So what are you going to do when you get the kids? Are you going to just order food or cook?
Well, you probably could cook if you want. It's not like it's hard to learn, right?
It's hard for men to learn. I don't know about for women.
I don't think it's hard for men to learn. If you go to any restaurant, you go back to the kitchen. It's like 90% men cooking back there. Right?
But they had to go to school for that.
No, you don't have to go to school to learn to cook at IHOP or
Wait,
Village Inn.
do you know how to make spaghetti?
Right. Do I?
Do you know how to make spaghetti? How do you make spaghetti?
I don't know. I know that I've never done it, but I think you're supposed to borrow the water because cooking is a woman's thing.
Really?
Oh my God. Oh my God. People always ask me this. They're like, yo, Zherka, you're traditional, but do you want your like wife to cook? I'd rather order. Who the fuck wouldn't rather order? I never understand people who want to cook.
Yeah.
I mean, I know plenty of men that's really, really good at cooking. And a lot of women that does.
Well, I know some that are good cook, but they did it as a career. They went to school.
Maybe this is your new interest that you're going to try when you get home today, and you'll figure out that you love cooking.
I seriously doubt that.
Why? Why? You haven't tried it, so you don't know it.
I mean, it seemed like a boring thing. It seemed more like a woman thing to do.
Wait, would you say that a woman's life is boring?
Today's woman life is boring because you can see that they're all empty and unhappy.
Damn.
Do I look empty and unhappy to you?
Yeah.
Wait, why?
I don't know. When I saw your video yesterday or last night and I heard what you were saying, I felt a sense of sadness for you.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm not judging you about it because I understand you don't believe in God, so Satan is your daddy. Your parents didn't guide you the right way, so I understand it. I just felt it wasn't something that I was happy to hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I wish everybody well, and I can't imagine you having peace sleeping with that many people, and now you say you're doing drugs and all that, so you can't.
Wait, do you like orgasms?
Like who?
Do you like orgasms?
No.
Really? So why did you sleep with 50 women then?
I never slept with 50 women.
You said you were a slut maker.
But not 50 women. I mean, when I was growing up, women were not as empty and sleazy as they are today.
How many women did you make into sluts, Jesse?
If I took a guess between 17 and 20 something, I would say about.
How could you do that to
I
those
would
women?
say about 5 or 10 at best.
Damn, for his day, that's not bad at all.
How could you make them so empty and sad?
So what now?
You did that to them. You made them sad and empty. Why did you do that to them?
Well, at that time, I was sad myself at that time
This is actually true. You know, when I was sad, I would just hook up with people and just ditch them, never talk to them again. And, you know, like my city was kind of like, whoa, he's that guy. Like, what the fuck happened to him? Yeah. But it's weird. I was waiting for a bad reputation, but it made me king. It made me king, you know? But every now and then I would think like, damn, she really likes me. You know, maybe there's a point where for a few months when I became really good at it that I'd stop making jokes. Because a girl told me, she's like, you know, when you're making jokes, they're falling for you. So just bang them without jokes. I was like, okay. Yeah. I was this, let make her, I had horns, bro.
Because do you take your sadness out on these women?
But, yeah. Most of the time when men take advantage of women like that is because they're looking for something too.
True.
And they both, the men and the women, are looking for something that they never find in that way. But I want to ask you this, Melina, do you vote?
Do I what?
Vote.
Vote. Oh yeah, of course.
So are you more liberal or conservative?
Liberal.
Most women on earth are.
And what is a liberal exactly?
Like if they could choose, I mean.
To me, I don't know actually. What would you describe as us?
Well, like what do the left-leaning people in Sweden stand for over like the right-leaning people? Because technically it's not liberal here, it's like leftist.
No, yeah, it's like we have a different kind of political system in Sweden. So we have like multiple parties and you vote for like one, basically. And then there's like more left ones and then there's more middle ones and more right ones.
And what's your impression of the, I guess, right or conservative in Sweden? What's your impression of them?
I actually I don't really know many super conservative people, and the people that call themselves conservatives are more liberal actually than they are right or like, yeah, conservative.
I would say this about Americans too, actually. Like, you know, they're all fucking talking about the church and stuff until a babe walks into their room, and then they're like, I'm smashing. You know, I'm gonna repent, John. I'm like, okay, bro, keep coping, bro. Especially Muslims in my nightclubs. They'd be like, Astaghfirullah, John, how could you be eating pepperoni pizza, John? I'm like, what? You have your arm around a wildebeest looking woman that literally had 1,000 shots of vodka, and you're telling me I'm a sinner? Get your fucking face away from my pizza. And that was like the biggest point of like, I would try and make this point like, you guys are the real degenerates, right? And they'd always go quiet. They're like, oh, bro, don't insult my girlfriend. Yeah, it's not your girlfriend, bro. You've known her for 2 weekends. And I knew her before you.
I see. So
it's a bit different.
You don't pay a lot of attention to politics?
I used to more.
And why did you stop?
I got other interests.
I see.
Yeah.
Destiny, you are still liberal, right?
Yep.
Really? And at one time, you were conservative when you were a Christian?
Yeah, when I was like 14, 15, 16, yeah.
Really?
Don't you think Destiny could be painted as conservative a lot easier than a lib? Not just his guns take, but he's so corporate Andy that he's so cozy with conservatives and he hates lefties and libs. If you notice that, like Destiny's whole chat is coping because they're all secretly edgelords and stuff like that, but they like cope and they pretend he's a lib when he's nothing like his own chat. Matter of fact, he starts banning his own chat when they get soft. Like they bans right off the Reddit. Like to me, Vosh is more of a liberal than Destiny, way more. That's why they don't even get along. Oh, Vosh is a libertarian socialist, John.
And so once you stopped being a Christian, that's why you changed party, or?
No, actually, I slowly became more left-leaning probably when I was like in my early 20s.
What does your parents think of you now as opposed to then?
Well, my parents always loved me, but I mean, obviously they wish I was more conservative.
Really? That's amazing, man. You know Larry Elder, right? You know who he is?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
What?
I feel like I've heard the name. Wait, remind me. No.
Larry is a conservative, and he's with I forgot with who, but I know Larry.
For governor of California.
Yes.
There's a recall on Gavin Newsom.
Newsom, yeah.
And so Larry is he is black, but he is conservative, and the liberals here are having a fit. They don't want Larry in there. They're treating him in the way, because liberals are evil, right? And so they're treating him in the way that they treated Donald Trump.
Liberals are not evil. They're just misguided. They're not evil, That's kind of crazy. They're not evil. Like, they don't wake up, oh, I'm fucking demonic, bro. Right? They're just misguided. They're just like, yeah, John, individual liberty. Like, it's okay to put on MTV and TikTok 13-year-olds dancing and twerking because individual liberty, John. Like, you don't want a 12-year-old to dance, John? How could you, John? That's my religion. Watching TikTokers is my religion, John. And I'm like, dude, you are literally Satan, bro.
Attacking him, fighting, throwing the eggs at him.
By the way, you'll never find a liberal that thinks TikTok should be banned for 13-year-olds. That's not a thing, right? Immediately when they start feeling like pedos, they start conceding. They go, yes, sir. Yes, sir. But usually they defend it, which is fucking maddening to me.
And things like that. What do you think about that?
I honestly, I don't know much about what Larry stands for. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure Newsom is winning the recall. I don't think he's going to get recalled. So yeah, I haven't followed the California stuff much.
True.
Well, I'm not sure if he's going to win or not, because when they got the petition, the signature to put on this election to have the recall, it was Republicans and Democrats and liberals and independents who wanted him out because of the mess he's made of California.
Oh, I guess we'll find out. Yeah. I haven't read much on it recently, but my understanding is that right now the recall is going pretty poorly, and he's probably still going to be there.
I wouldn't believe the media. We'll wait and see, but I wouldn't believe the media. They lied about Donald Trump in the same way.
Oh yeah, do you think he won the election?
There's a bear in the woods. There's the bear. Okay. I can't say the word. Melina, are you a feminist?
Yeah.
You are a feminist. And what is a feminist? When you say you're a feminist, what does that mean?
By the way, why he feels strong about this is Destiny literally argued for hours that Western media does not push fraudulent stories. They just skew the truth, but they're giving you the truth in their version. That's literally word for word what he said. To be a lib in today's society is like to literally believe in MTV. It's the cringiest fucking... It's literally like CNN is kind of based. CNN is kind of based, John. Actually, CNN is kind of based. And he was defending Fox News. He's like, Fox News doesn't push fraudulent stories. I'm like, really? They don't? You can get a lib to defend Fox News. That's how I know they're corporate righties that are in hiding, right? They're only in hiding for extra money and girls, really. Like, what about them is lib besides there's some of their social positions, really, right? I can make an argument that I'm a better lib. And I have to fight away from those thoughts.
Equal rights to me. That's what it means to me.
Equal rights?
Yeah, I like rights, and I don't think you should be forced into a certain sort of person as what matter gender you have.
What do you mean by that?
You're saying that women belongs in the kitchen. I don't think that necessarily have to be that way. I think people should be born and be able to do whatever they want.
Oh,
that sounds like more fun to me.
That's more fun. You're just all about fun.
Yeah, isn't that what life is about? No?
No.
Damn.
Oh.
Really?
But I understand you're 23.
Why is that?
I understand you're 23, you're young, and so I can see why you would see it that way. So I do understand it. Destiny, are you a feminist?
Yeah, I guess so, Jesse.
And what does that mean to you?
If he answers with the equality take, he will win this.
I think that women and men should be able to pursue what they want pretty equally in society.
There you go. See what I mean? This is what I told House to do. This is the right answer, but people get this one wrong all the time.
Really? And you don't think there should be any guidelines at all?
I mean, I think the guidelines, as long as people are getting along well, people are happy, people are doing what they want to do, people feel like they can do what they want to do without other people bullying them for it, I think it's good.
Melina, have you heard of Black?
Someone in chat said, bro, please never get partnered and become like Daily Mafia. You just added someone else in chat. And you're like, yo, this person, don't be like that. What the fuck kind of insult is that? Why would you do that? Bro, chatters are bored. Be nice to them, man. You're a mod. They're bored. They're here to kick, bro. That's like I open up the doors to a party and we're all kicking, and then one of the bouncers comes up to me and goes, yo, never be like that guy. What did he do, bro?
Black Lives Matter?
Yeah.
And it's a far-left liberal radical organization that was founded by
Is it radical?
Yeah,
Okay.
they were founded by a bunch of fat, black, radical lesbians.
Yo, he's not holding back, bro. His fucking power level's too high right now. Why is he doing this? Isn't he on radio right now?
What's your impression of them?
So, yeah. I'd say it sounds hot.
What?
It sounds hot. Yeah. It sounds
What?
Good. It's cool. It sounds cool. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah.
you like that group?
Yeah.
You agree with them?
Nick Cannon? Is this the guy on the rap thing?
Like that group?
This is the guy on the cringiest rap show, Wildin' Out. Yeah. Do you know that show? I couldn't watch 1 second. My brothers watch it, and they're like, it's not that bad. And I get so cringed out, I have to go to the bathroom and like put my hands on the sink and start sweating from cringe. It's so strange for me.
Yeah.
You agree with them?
Yeah.
So are you okay that they terrorized the country?
What did Nick Cannon get canceled for?
Attack police officers.
I don't think it's good when they do like harm towards like properties and stuff. I don't think that's good.
How about when they do harm?
I think people should be able to say what they want. I think people should be able to, like demonstrate if they want to, if they're unhappy with something.
Amazing. And are you for defunding the cops?
Why is the argument defund the cops? Shouldn't NA have, like, that's such a bad slogan. Shouldn't it be demilitarize the cops? Like, I don't get why fucking lefties cannot word things correctly. They only word things in a way where they like can never get anything done. Wouldn't that be way more effective of a slogan that even that weed smoking, car driving righty will fucking agree with that? You know what I mean? Like, it's so interesting how they word things completely wrong, and then everyone's like, defund the cops. What do you mean by that? You know? But this is an anarchist channel, so you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to talk about that. Okay? We don't like society.
This is like American politics, Jesse.
Oh, you don't quite understand American politics.
I mean, I can understand it, but I wouldn't want to, like, it's not really my place yet. So you can ask the Americans.
Do they have Black Lives Matter in Sweden?
Not in the same way, no, because it's not really, I feel like America has a kind of a different sort of culture when it comes to people. And
did he just ask, is there a Black Lives Matter in Sweden, when all of the Black Lives Matter ideology is against the transatlantic slave trade that happened in the Americas? Like, that's where it stems from, most of it. Like, why would he ask that? Why would Jesse ask that if he does politics for a living? Why is a security guard on the internet confused with political Andy? You know what I mean? It's like, this is what you do for a living. How do you not know?
Like ethnicity and stuff compared to Sweden. Like, we don't really have, like, we don't have the same history, so it's a bit different.
Oh, I see. So you guys don't have the race issue there?
Not in the same way as America, I don't think so.
So do you believe there's such thing as racism?
Yeah, of course.
And what is racism?
When you don't think that someone, like, how do I explain it? When you don't think that someone has, like, as much value because of their color. I think that's bad.
Okay.
And so in Sweden, the handful of blacks that are there, they feel equal to white people?
I think so, yeah. I don't really see many complaints. I mean, we have like a different thing. It's not like, I don't think they experience as much. I don't think so.
What's the thing there when you say a different thing? What is the thing in Sweden?
Yeah, they're not getting gunned down by police in Sweden. That's the difference.
Oh, I think there's more racism towards like other ethnicities than just black people.
Oh, are there Allah Abba people there?
A lot what?
Are there Allah?
Yeah, definitely.
And do white people get along with the Allah Abba people?
What is this?
Yeah, definitely.
Are there Allah?
Yeah, definitely.
And do white people get along with the Allah Abba people?
Not everyone, no.
And what is the issue between the Muslims and the white people there?
I mean, it's not like everyone, but there's definitely like some people that does not like them, like white people that does not like them, and then there's some like people on the other side that doesn't like white. But it's like.
And why is it? Why don't white people like them, and why don't they like white people?
Probably because differences, and probably like just social differences, and probably just a lot of judgmental thoughts, I'd assume.
Are you for open borders?
I think anyone should be able to immigrate to a country, like as long as they're like, what do I say? Like following like the laws, like the rules.
Like they're what? I'm sorry, speak up a little bit.
Like I think you should be able to immigrate to a country, yes.
So
as long as they're following the laws.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently the Dalai Lama disagrees with you. Imagine he said that.
So you're for open borders?
Is that open borders? Would you call it that?
Yeah, so when people say open borders in America, usually they're talking about like mass migration of like everybody moving somewhere sometimes.
Right.
Which is
I don't really know what it means.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's not.
Destiny, are you still for open borders?
I'm okay with people moving as long as we can as long as there's enough room for them and as long as they're like willing to work and stuff. I think that's good. Yeah.
How about open borders?
Sure.
So just let anyone in, no matter what.
No, I mean, they have to be willing to work. They can't have like a terrorist or criminal background or anything. Like we still check, of course, but it shouldn't only be like, only so many people a year get in if we can take more like workers or people that want to move here and do stuff.
Do you think the government should take care of them when they get here?
No, I don't think so.
Our government is doing that. How do you feel about that?
I don't think that's true, Jesse.
You don't think what's true?
I don't think the government takes care of people that move to the United States. There's a pretty, not legally and probably not even illegally.
So you don't know that the government of America is allowing all these people to come in from everywhere and giving them free houses, free education, free everything? You're not aware of that?
None of that stuff is free. What do you mean?
The government, we are paying for it, you're right. The taxpayer, the workers are paying for it.
If you want to talk about any particular issue, we can, but we don't pay for education. People in school districts pay for education. If you're paying rent in an apartment, or if you own a house, or you're paying rent for a house, you're paying for your education. It comes out of your property taxes.
We are paying for illegal aliens and for lazy people that don't want to work.
How do illegal aliens get into a school district unless they're paying for a house?
Our government let them in.
No, I don't think so.
You're so busy having sex, you're not aware of what's going on.
Jesse, I have a kid. I know what it's like to enroll a child in school. You have got to show proof of an address in order to qualify for a school district. You can't just go to a random public school.
Not if you're an illegal alien. Only the citizens have to do that.
I've never heard that in my life, Jesse. I don't think that's the case. But...
Wait, do you have kids?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yes. I have a son. He's married and he has 2 kids. Well, one adult. Well, both adults now. And I have a great-grandson. My granddaughter is married, so I have a great-grandson.
Wow.
Amazing.
Amazing. Nice. So, Destiny, you're not aware that our government, we are paying for illegal aliens, right?
I don't think we pay. There might be loopholes, but generally, no, we don't pay for illegal aliens to go to school. But I mean, again, you have to show an address typically, unless there's some place that does it differently. But when you go to register a child at a school, you have to show your address to prove that you live in the district.
Is it possible to be living here and not know? It's just joking around. He's serious? So it's possible to live in America and not know this?
Jesse, I've enrolled a kid in school. I know how this works. When you go to enroll a child for their first grade or kindergarten at school, you have to show your address where you live so that they know you live in the school district. You can't just go to a random school and say, I want my kid to go here. And they're like, oh, okay. You have to show you live there in that district.
Justin, are you aware that illegal aliens are getting IDs like driver's license and things like that?
Yeah, if you get a fake ID or you lie about something, you might be able to, but that's different than letting them do it. You understand, right?
No, you can. An illegal alien can go to the DMV and get it without having a fake ID. I know that for a fact.
That's not a fake. That's not a fake ID. That's like a driver's license, but that still doesn't get you into a school.
Well, you need to come home, man, and pay attention.
I pay attention, Jesse.
No wonder we're losing the country.
In the state of California,
He's like, you need to come back home to USA, bro.
Doesn't get you into a school.
Well, you need to come home, man, and pay attention.
I pay attention, Jesse.
No wonder we're losing the country.
In the state of California, I didn't follow this the way, but I think in the state of California, I think you can get some forms of identification, even if you're an illegal alien. But that just because you have an ID doesn't mean you get into a school or can get your kids into a school. You got to show residency to do that.
Wow. Man, when you come home, you make sure you start paying attention to things.
All right. I'll do that, Jesse.
Okay. Melina, do you support abortion?
I think you should be able to have an abortion, yes.
Really? Have you ever had one?
No.
And why do you think it's okay for a woman to kill a man's child in the womb?
Is it not her child as well?
No, it belongs to the man.
Wait, am I a baby making machine?
Yes.
Steve, why didn't you tell me this?
Well.
I think it's your body, your choice.
What do you mean your body, your choice? What does that mean?
Like, Jesse, imagine if you were a woman and you were raped and got pregnant. Do you think you do not have the rights to remove that child from you?
No, she doesn't have a right to do that. Even if she can rape, she can put the baby up for adoption rather than killing the baby in the womb.
What if a 12-year-old got raped by her dad? Should that 12-year-old have to have the kid?
I doubt if that happens.
Oh, come on,
You guys
Jesse.
are doing a lot
Of course it happens.
You're doing a lot of ifs. I don't think that happens.
No.
Damn. Does it happen, chat? Dun, dun, dun. This is the EU chat. Let's see it. Let's see it, chat. Good faith only, please. Oh, shit. It's pretty 50-50. Fuck. Someone said it depends. That's not majority. Okay. Very rare. Less than 1%. Someone said evil degenerates. What the fuck? Is that dad? Someone said literally my city. Whoa. Okay, so EU is mostly pro-choice for EU crowd. That's so weird because my NA crowd, I don't think they are. Pro-choice has won in this chat at 84% to 16%. That means Melina was right about something.
You don't think minorities get raped, or not minorities? You don't think that minors get raped sometimes by older people?
Not by their fathers.
Okay, let's say it's not by their father. Let's say a 12-year-old gets raped by a teacher or something. Do you think they should be forced to have that kid?
Well, I don't like doing ifs. I would rather wait and see and deal with it if and when it happens because...
Well, that's what we do when we talk about making abortion laws, Jesse.
Yeah. You don't know how you're going to feel about a situation until you have to deal with the situation.
Sure, but shouldn't they have the right then to figure it out rather than the state tell them you're not allowed to do anything?
Well, killing a child in the womb is an evil thing to do. And we owe it to the child to give that child a chance to have a life. And
wait, what about if a child gets a child and then you know that this child is going to die if they give birth?
That's the only time that I would grant an abortion if they knew for sure that the mother would lose her life. And since the mother's already living, she deserved to live. So that's the only time I think an abortion should be permitted.
Let me just see in case something pops up. The story of Joseph original, his 24 monster.
But when you say it's her body, her choice, how is it her body?
Because it's my spirit, right? That is in this body.
How is it your body, though? I'm not understanding that.
This is my body. Like I can move around. Like I'm existing like a human, so it's my body.
Did you create the body?
No, my mom did.
How did your mother create the body?
She had sex with my dad.
But how did she create the body? She just laid up and got pregnant. She didn't do.
Ooh, look at Steven's truth. Look at this is Steven leaking what he really thinks. And it's so bad what his thoughts are actually like. It is actually insanity.
How did she create the body to make it her own body?
My whole body is gonna carry a child and create the child. Don't you think my body's putting work into creating the child?
But you didn't create the body. You're not telling me how you created it.
Of course it is.
Thank you so much, Q. Thank you.
Inside of my body, like my body created my child.
How is that?
Obviously. How does it work?
Jesse, when's the last time you took a biology class?
Yeah.
What do you think babies think
I'm
about?
trying to figure out. I hear women say, "My body, my choice," and when women can tell me how they created their body, then I can agree that they can kill the baby. How did you create your body,
my body?
Melina?
My body created my child in my.
No, how did you? You said your body, your choice.
How
did you create your body?
My parents created me, right? I was in my mom's womb, right? And then she created me. She was carrying me for 9 months. Didn't your wife do this?
Did you realize that you did not create? There's no such thing as my body, my choice. You didn't create.
Wait, you're telling me that I did not create my body.
Women don't create their own bodies. It's just a saying.
Who's creating the body?
God.
But if you don't believe in God,
that doesn't mean he doesn't exist because you don't believe in him.
It doesn't exist. Do you believe in Santa?
I can't wait until December's come.
Wait, do you believe in Santa?
You don't believe there's a Santa either?
No, I don't believe in Santa. Do you believe in Santa?
Oh, yes. No wonder you don't get anything for Christmas.
That's true. Why did you give me anything for Christmas?
Because you don't believe in Santa.
Okay.
So if both of you believe the same way,
we're going to hell.
How are you going, Justin? How are you going to lead her if you think and believe in all the wrong things that she think and believe in? How will you be of help to her?
How will I help Melina if she thinks the wrong thing?
I mean, you're thinking all the wrong things that she's thinking. How will you lead her in the right way to go?
I don't think we're thinking the wrong things, Jesse. I think we think pretty clearly about these things, yeah.
And you think that abortion is fine?
Yeah.
And you believe that a woman has a right to kill a child in the womb?
I mean, I don't consider it like a living person yet, so yeah.
And so you think that a woman has the right to do that?
Yeah.
Amazing. Melina, do you believe in right and wrong?
That's a complicated question. Like, I believe in right and wrong to like have a society that is functional. But I don't think there's anything written like in a Bible or anything like that that's like right and wrong.
What do you mean by you believe in right or wrong?
Like, you know that you shouldn't kill someone because if we killed, like if people were able to kill other people in the society, people would just die. It wouldn't be a positive thing, right?
Kind of like abortion, right?
But I mean, no one cries, okay?
Amazing.
The child hasn't had an experience yet.
The
so
soul of the child cries when the mother is murdered in the womb.
But I don't believe in a soul.
Amazing.
I don't believe anything such thing exists.
So then why you have an issue with human beings killing one another?
Because we experience things and I don't want to get killed. So if I'm walking around killing people, I could get killed. I don't want to get killed. I want to live.
And so is there another example of right and wrong that you believe?
You have to be a bit more specific.
You say you do believe in right and wrong.
Yeah,
there's
to
a
like
right
have a
and there's a
functional
wrong.
society.
Is there another example you could give me besides human beings killing one another? Is there another example of right and wrong?
Not that I can come up with at the moment. I need more
So
specific.
that's the only thing you can think of.
I mean, like basic laws, right?
Yeah,
You
I
steal
guess.
from people, rape people,
Yeah,
like
something
hit
like that,
people, crash cars, drink
Like
and
not
drive.
hurt other people or try to like make someone else's life worse to like gain something from them, I guess.
Amazing. And where does right and wrong come from?
It comes from figuring out like what would be the best for everyone around us. That's how I see it.
Repeat that.
Like I want, like if I'm gonna live in a society where there's plenty of people, I want there to be laws so I feel safe, so other people feel safe, so everyone can be happy. That's how I see it.
Amazing. Do you believe that women have love?
Yes.
You do believe that women
I
have
have so
love?
much love. I have so much love.
And how do you know you have love?
Because I can feel it in my whole body.
And what does that feel like?
It feels like MDMA. If you've ever tried that. No, it feels nice. It feels cozy. I feel happy.
And
a lot of emotions. Yeah.
And when you're not feeling happy, is that love?
I think feeling unhappy sometimes and sad is completely fine. That's completely normal. That's why I say it.
And
like you have to feel like you have to have some bad days if you want to have a lot of good days, you know?
Is that love? Is that love when you're feeling that way?
Yeah, sure. I mean, what do you think love is?
Do you believe that there is you don't believe there's a God? Do you believe there is a Satan?
No.
Do you believe there's an evil?
Not really.
And you don't believe there's a good or evil, or just evil?
I think that's hard to answer because I don't think there's anything like certain. Like it's not like you know that there is something good or bad. Things kind of just is, in my opinion. But then of course you can like feel better about some things and feel worse about others, depending on who you are as a person, right?
So you don't believe there's good or evil, right?
I guess.
Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
So if you don't believe that, why is it wrong for another human being to kill another?
Because I don't want to get killed. I want to live, right? People do things for different reasons. I think it's more. I think usually what people do. What?
So what now?
Oh, I think usually people do things for selfish reasons. So imagine if something happens to someone that you care about, and you feel revenge to that person, so you go kill that person. Is that like evil? Like to kill someone in that case?
Amazing.
Because something else, like that person did something else. I think it all depends on the situation. Usually people do things for their own like emotions and selfishness. I don't think they consider themselves as evil or anything like that. I don't think they're possessed by some sort of thing to become evil.
When the Allahu Akbar people beat women and blow up people and cut their heads off, is that good or evil?
It's bad.
Is it good or evil?
I think it's bad.
What does bad mean?
Like not good.
Amazing. That's amazing. So Destiny, what's your impression of Joe Biden at this point?
Doing a great job, Jesse. American hero.
Really? And what
Yeah.
what is he doing that's good?
The coronavirus relief was amazing. I think that it's like there's like a huge percentage of children that have been uplifted from uncertain like living conditions because of the child tax credit increase and the monthly payments that are going out from that. And I think that the new massive infrastructure bill that they're trying to negotiate would also be really amazing if they can get that passed.
And what else is he doing that you're so impressed with?
Well, I mean, those are the two major legislative accomplishments so far that we're looking for. Yeah.
And because they're giving away so much free money, well, not free money, of our tax dollars, those who work, a lot of small businesses are going out of business so that now they can't, people don't want to work because they're getting all this money. Is that a good thing?
I don't think that's why people don't want to work, Jesse. I don't think that's happening.
Well, why they were working prior to getting the free money? Why they don't want to work if it's not the fact due to the free money?
A lot of people are scared of getting sick. A lot of people, when they stopped working during the pandemic, they just retired. They're like, we don't have to work anymore. Just retire, take Social Security, because we got a lot of boomers that are getting old. Yeah, but they've looked at states where they've cut like the unemployment insurance early, and it's not like a whole bunch of people started working. So I don't think people are just collecting free money not working. I think a lot of people just dropped out of the job market, and yeah.
Are you just making this up as you go right now? You're not making any sense at all.
Jesse, it all makes sense. You can look at the data if you want.
And so what else? Man, how old are you, Destiny?
32.
And Melina is 23.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amazing. What else is Joe Biden doing that you're happy about, Destiny?
I mean, right now the major thing is negotiating that infrastructure bill.
So just the money stuff is the only thing you're happy about?
I mean, economic policy are the two biggest things right now that I think we have to worry about in the United States. Yeah. So those are the huge things that I'm looking for. I mean, he doesn't have much else to do in Congress right now besides that major bill, because I don't think anything else big is on the table right now. So.
What do you think about the way he handled the war in Afghan?
I mean, I respect that he actually... What?
The way he ended the war, that whole situation right now,
I mean, I respect that he finally pulled out, but I mean, it was rough, but it was always going to be rough. There was no easy way out of there.
And how do you feel knowing that he left American citizens over there?
I don't think there are American citizens that are left there that can't get back. I don't know. I don't think that's the case, but...
Is Destiny real? This is not our Destiny. This is someone else with the beard.
Okay.
Is this the real Destiny?
It's the real Destiny.
So you don't believe he left any Americans over there?
My understanding is if you're American and you're trying to get back to the United States, you should be able to. There are other people that might not be able to get visas or stuff, like people that helped us and whatnot. But I don't think there's a ton of Americans stranded. I mean, there might be a few, but I don't think there are that many.
And when you say a few, how many do you think there might be?
I don't know, like in the dozens? I'd be surprised if there were that many, but... Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to check.
Are you checking now?
Yeah, I'm looking it up. Yeah.
If he's left one behind, is that the right thing to do?
I mean, it's never going to be perfect, right?
If he left one behind, is that the right thing to do?
As opposed to staying there forever? Yeah.
So, as opposed to staying there forever, you're okay with him leaving one American behind?
Yes.
Really? And why is that?
Because, I mean, we could either have like more soldiers dying over there and dump more money over there, or we could finally pull out. I don't think you're ever going to get a situation where you get like 100% of every single person. Like, I don't think that's going to happen.
And why is that?
Just because things happen. I don't know, that either somebody's visa doesn't get approved, or somebody couldn't make it to the airport, or somebody's in another city and they get cut off, or I don't know, anything can happen. I would have to look at every single city in Afghanistan and figure out why every single person isn't able to get back or not.
It's being reported that Joe Biden knew he was going to bring the men home from the military there, but he didn't bring home the citizens first. He just brought the men home and brought some of those so-called Afghan refugees or whatever they were, loaded them up and brought them back, but not a lot of the American citizens. If that's true, what do you think about that?
I mean, I think that'd be pretty bad. So I just looked this up because I'm curious. So right now, about 1,000 people, which is American citizens and Afghans holding visas to the U.S., are like waiting for approval to get flights. They're waiting for clearance, but I mean, I guess we'll see like in the next few weeks, like how many people get left behind or how many people can't get back to the United States or what.
They have already been left behind. The Taliban control in Afghan now, including the airports, the highways, the roadways, and everything. So the American citizens cannot even
you don't think the Taliban are going to let them out? You think they want to keep them all there to bring the U.S. soldiers back, to bring the American military back?
I think that it's being reported that our country offered them money and said they were going to get them buku money. And apparently, and I don't know how true that is or not, but they have not done that. And so now the Afghans are blocking even the private planes from coming in or out to get the American citizens that Joe Biden left behind. What do you think of that?
I hopefully we get them out. We'll try to get them out, I guess. But
yo, I need lunch money, guys. Someone in chat. I need $40.
And one other thing that you think Joe Biden is doing that's so wonderful?
My biggest focuses right now are related to like the coronavirus stuff, which is also related to the economic stuff. That's what I'm looking at right now. So the coronavirus bill was good, and then the infrastructure bill is what's being negotiated right now. That's the big thing that I'm looking for.
Amazing. Did you take the shot?
Yeah, both of them.
You did? And what made you decide to take them?
I wanted to see what kind of powers I would develop. I wanted to see how I evolved, what kind of X-Men I'd become. But I just don't want to get sick, Jesse.
Amazing. Melina, did you take it too?
Yeah, of course.
And why did you take it?
Because I don't want to die. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to kill anyone else with the virus.
Really? Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to take it. So I got to ask this because we're starting to run out of time. Melina, what is a man?
What is a man?
What is a man?
I don't really... A man is something that humans has made up of a stereotype of what a person that is born with a penis is supposed to be. That's how I see that. Yeah.
Destiny, what is a man?
Whatever you want it to be, Jesse.
No, I'm asking you, what is it?
Not a woman.
Melina, what is a woman?
The same answer, but just put in woman there instead of a man. And say vagina instead of penis. Is that complicated?
Destiny, what is a woman?
Whatever isn't a man, Jesse.
Whatever what?
Whatever is not a man, Jesse.
Really? Melina, have you heard of Bruce Jenner?
Yeah.
Is that a man or a woman?
A woman.
And what made him a woman?
She said that she was a woman. She felt like a woman. She is a woman.
And so because he said he is a woman, you believe it's a woman?
Yes. Have you ever heard of femboys?
Heard of what?
Have you ever heard of femboys? I'm just curious.
Of what?
Femboys.
No.
It's like guys that likes to dress up feminine.
That's what Bruce
like
Jenner is?
No.
What is Bruce Jenner? Is he a feminist?
I was just curious.
Is he a femboy?
Bruce Jenner is a woman.
What made him a woman? Because he said it?
Yes.
Amazing. What is love?
Wait, didn't we already have this conversation?
What is love, real fast?
Love is a feeling.
Really? Destiny and Bruce Jenner, a man or a woman?
I think Caitlyn Jenner is I'm pretty sure a woman, yeah.
And why do you believe he is a woman?
They identify as one and they present as one, so.
So just because he said it, that make him a woman?
Well, she said it and she presents as it, yeah.
Amazing. So I got to put both of you guys on the hot seat. And I need you to answer these questions as quickly as possible.
Shit.
Quick. Okay, go.
The hot seat.
Melina, how old is too old for a man to play video games?
None. There's no limit.
Do you believe? I already asked you this, but do you believe in open borders?
Sure.
Destiny,
something.
is it true that your parents voted for the Great White Hope?
Yes.
Nice. I like your parents. I don't know what happened to you, but if they voted for the Great White Hope, they gotta be amazing.
Yeah.
Melina, do you love the Great White Hope?
No.
And why not?
You shit.
Everybody does.
No. She says he is shit.
Oh.
But everyone is kind of shit too. So
I asked this before, but it's in my questions. Have you two ever had a threesome with anybody?
yes.
Have you done it more than once?
Yes.
Amazing. Capitalism or socialism, Melina?
Capitalism.
Capitalism, socialism, Destin.
Capitalism.
Melina, is hell a real place?
No.
What do you say, Destin? Is hell a real place?
Yep. We're in it right now, Jesse.
I can say that you guys are, that's for sure. Melina, should critical race theory be taught in schools?
What does that mean?
Very complicated.
Okay, that's too complicated.
They are teaching black people that white people are evil.
That's not what it is. It's really complicated.
No comment.
Destiny, should critical race theory be taught in schools?
Depends on how you do it. Maybe. I don't have a concrete answer for you.
Is sex love?
No.
It doesn't have to be.
In one word, describe Joe Biden, Melina.
Sniffer.
Melina, yeah.
Joe.
What?
Joe Biden.
Do you know who he is?
Joe Biden. Yeah, I know who. President.
Describe him in one word.
President.
Destiny, in one word.
Amazing.
Amazing. Melina, should drag queens, transgenders, be allowed in women's sport?
I don't know. No comment on that one. I haven't thought about it.
Destiny, should transgenders be allowed in women's sports?
Probably not. That's a complicated one.
Melina, did you have fun?
Yes.
Did you, Destiny? Did you have fun?
Always. I always have fun here,
Is it
Jesse.
already over?
Yeah, almost.
What?
Tell the folks how they can get to your websites and see what you guys are doing.
Twitch.tv/Destiny, YouTube.com/Destiny.
Twitch.tv/Melina. And then I have an Instagram as well, which is melina.jorensen.
Amazing. This has been one of the most interesting discussions I've ever had with anyone.
Wow.
I had an amazing discussion with a young man from, where was he from? From England. It was deep, it was very insightful. And you guys are like on the other end of the spectrum of life, and I've learned a lot from you guys. I really have. So thank you so much for coming on.
I think it was a compliment. Thank you.
Thanks, Jesse.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And Destiny, you hurry up and come back to America and stop having so much sex and pay attention to what's going on, man.
Gotcha. We'll both come back, okay? In a few weeks, we'll come on your show, okay? Live,
all right? Right on.
Dude, all three of these people are so freaking brain dead that I'm quitting streaming.
Slowly drifting away from me. I'm on the edge, so why you playing? eventually answers to the call of autumn. All them falling for the love of balling. Get caught with 30 rocks, the cop look like Alec Baldwin. Inner century anthems based off inner city tantrums, based off the way we was branded. Face it, Jerome get more time than Brandon. And at the airport they check all through my bag and tell me that it's random, but we stay winning. This week has been a bad massage. I need a happy ending and a new beginning and a new fitted and some job opportunities is lucrative. This the real world, homie. School finished. They just stole your dreams. You don't know who did it. I treat the cash the way the government treats says. I won't be satisfied till all my niggas get it. Get it?
Ain't no question if I want it, I need it. I can feel it slowly drifting away from me. I'm on the edge, so why you playing? I'm saying I will never ever let you live this down.
Is hip hop just a euphemism for a new religion? The soul music of the slaves that the youth is missing. But this is more than just my road to redemption. Malcolm West had the whole nation standing at attention. As long as I'm in polo smiling, they think they got me. But they'll try to crack me if they ever see a black me. I thought I chose a field where they couldn't sap me. If a nigga ain't shooting the jumps, I running to trap me. But this pimp is at the top of Mount Olympus, ready for the world's games. This is my Olympics. We make them say oh, cause the game's so pimpish. Choke a South Park writer with a fish stick. I insisted to get up off of this dick. And these drugs, niggas can't resist it. Remind me when they try to have Ali enlisted. If I ever wasn't the greatest nigga, I must have missed it.
Ain't no question if I want it, I need it. I can feel it slowly drifting away from me. I'm on the edge, so why you playing? I'm saying I will never ever let you live this down.
I need more drinks and less lights. And that American Apparel girl in just tights. She told the director she trying to get into school. He said take them glasses off and get in the pool. It's been a while since I watched the tube. Cause like a Crip said, I got way too many blues for any more bad news. I was looking at my resume, feeling real fresh today. They rewrite history, I don't believe in yesterday. And what's a black beetle anyway? A fucking roach? I guess that's why they got me sitting there fucking coach. My guy said I need a different approach. Cause people is looking at me like I'm sniffing coke. It's not funny anymore, try different jokes. Tell them hug and kiss my ass, X and O. And kiss the ring while they at it. Do my thing while I got it. Play strings for the dramatic. And then of that whack shit, act like I ain't had a belt in 2 classes. I ain't got it, I'm coming after whoever who has it. I'm coming after whoever who has it. You blowing up, that's good, fantastic. That y'all, it's like that y'all. I don't really give a fuck about it at all. Cause the same people that try to blackball me forgot about 2 things, my black balls.
Ain't no question if I want it, I need it. I can feel it slowly drifting away from me. I'm on the edge, so why you playing? I'm saying I will never ever let you live this down.
Hey, yo, I done cop Tim's, lived in lenses, kid Armani suits, fresh fruits, Valley boots and Benzes. Counting up, smoking, 1 cuff, live as a red jag, a Louis bag, grabbing a blunt, fuck it, steam about 101 L's, kites off the jail, spying sweats running up in Stetson. Nigga had game was special, it matched every black pair of Nikes, throwing dice for decimals. The older head would train a soldier head, make sure he right in the field, not a soldier dead. That meant cold red bent off the black skunk, the black Dutch back of the old shed. If you can't live, you dying. You give or buying. Keep it real or keep it moving. Keep grinding, keep shining. To every young man, this is a plan. Learn from others like your brothers Ray and Kanye.
Not for nothing, I've foreseen it. I dream it. I can feel it slowly